Hello and welcome to the Inglorious Bards. I'm your cheerful Game Master Tom, and this is Episode 9, Savage Solar Skirmish. Thank you so much for joining us in our adventures. Always glad to have you here. And a special shout out to our Patreon backers. Thanks for all the support. And if you want to access after-show commentary, character leveling, bonus episodes, and a whole lot more, check out patreon.com/ingloriousbards. In our last adventure, a new member of the team joined the Prophets, Albus 47P, a delightfully naive 3-year-old synthetic. Albus joined not a moment too soon as Legion forces attacked the Alliance homeworld of Haven. With a diversionary force attacking commercial ships in orbit, our heroes took down the attacking vessels. However, the real assault just began on a solar array orbiting the nearby star. Several Legion ships, including a transport vessel, docked with the station, their intentions unknown. The Prophets raced to the orbiting solar array to defend the people on board and fight back against the Legion forces. Spoiler alert, if you like combat, there's a hell of a lot coming your way. The adventure begins. The Thrar are a tall, muscular race, genetically designed for war and conquest. For decades, they have battled other civilizations, dominated them, and carved out a large region of space. They became a feared enemy and called themselves the Legion. Ancient races and those just discovering space for the first time would all inevitably run into Legion attack ships and war factions. But the aggression of the Thrar was finally stopped in the Great War. The strength of the Nova Alliance Navy and the sacrifices made by Prophets years ago brought an unstable truce to the galaxy. The Thrars stopped waging their wars and were forced to let other races into Legion space to trade and settle. The Alliance paid its own price when it was thrown into economic upheaval from the costs of the Great War. Now, raids from outlaw Legion forces, mercenaries, or those war factions longing for the glory days of conquest break out across the borders between the Nova Alliance and Legion space. None have ever reached this far, right at the heart of the Alliance, the homeworld of Haven, until today. With Haven patrol vessels damaged or assisting commercial ships caught in the surprise attack, our heroes fought back. On board their new starship, Vesper, they've raced to defend a large solar array closely orbiting the star. A Legion transport ship and several smaller vessels have docked at this orbiting power station. Just inside, 50 Legion warriors, formerly from different castes, now all gather inside, waiting on their commander's orders. He stands tall in armor that rises behind his head. His skin is spotted and colored brown and green. Several strips of colored cloth hang from his waist, signifying the many battles he's won. He grips a strange stone in his fist, looks at it, then holds it high in the air for the war faction to see.
Hold the airlock. Let no one pass. For today, we start a new future for the Legion!
The sound of cheering echoes through the station. Augie, you press a button as the last member of your team walks through the hatch. A door quickly slides down behind him with a name written on it that reads Emergency Access 3. Albus, you see everyone has stored their spacesuits to protect them from any gunfire. You take off your helmet, place it behind an electrical junction box, stand up, and hit your head on a pipe in this cramped space.
Ow! It's small in here.
Yeah, it's real small in here.
It's just fine for me.
We don't know what's in there. There's at least 4 ships, I think, docked here. It could mean dozens of people inside. What's our goal?
Kill them all.
What?
Wow, the opposite happening.
Aren't we here to protect them?
The Legion fired on us first. It's the first time in recorded, memory of the last dozens of decades this has happened. We assume that this is a hostile environment. I don't think that we can protect everybody, but if we can get some of the people from this array out, that's ideal.
So buck up, chum, and hand Albus a pistol of my own.
Okay.
Oh, I won't need this.
You guys notice for the first time that each of you has weapons. Kolsch, you've got your rifle out. You check it. You cock it. Catherine, you take a look at your pistol and have it ready. Augie, you've got your rig. You make sure it's all powered up and juiced and ready to rock. Devin, you're doing some little meditative practice getting your Esper powers. But Albus, the new member of the group, is weaponless entirely.
Albus tosses you back your pistol and just puts out his right palm. You see this like almost stream of like little bits and pieces and particles come out from the back of his armor and into his hand, and it forms a rod that's maybe 1.5 feet long. And he closes his fist around it, and then all of a sudden, like, it extends out to the left and then extends out to the right. And on the right, this huge blue glowing virtual hammerhead appears.
Oh, that's very impressive.
This is what I use.
Are you handy with that?
We'll see.
He accidentally gets it caught behind a little pipe conduit in this engineering area.
Well, okay, there might be a few goals. We want to try to help anybody who's on the station to get away. We could also try to keep these intruders here. We could try to disable their ships so we can call for more reinforcements and keep them here and understand what their purpose is. Or we can just try to get in and help the people that are there get out.
You know, in retrospect, we could have shot up the gunships while we were outside in the Vesper.
Yep, we've thought of that now. Before just injecting ourselves into space.
I believe that was mentioned.
The station you are on, the solar array, it's a big station. It rocks and buffets a bit, and you can hear a distant explosion somewhere within the station. You guys are right now in a small, cramped engineering corridor with lots of exposed wires and piping. That, again, fits Augie perfectly, the rest of you not so well, and heads from the exterior of the station further in.
Do we know which direction?
Nope.
Okay.
I mean, further in, obviously.
Yeah.
Augie would like to try to access some sort of internal comms or surveillance with the exposed wiring that's here to see if you can try.
Okay, you will need a computer terminal to do that, not just wires.
Would my rig suffice in such?
No, you'll need access to computer terminal.
Okay.
Devin starts heading down the corridor.
All right, Devin's off.
Kolsch is behind him.
There is only one way to go.
Albus follows, and as he follows, he holds out his left hand, and another stream of nanite-type particles come out of the back of his shield and form another 2-foot rod, 1.5 foot rod in his left hand. He closes his left hand, and now there's a blue energy shield in his left hand.
Okay.
He also gets that stuck in some piping. It's a little too big.
I can't move. Sorry. Sorry about that. It's just tearing up the walkway as he goes.
It's like it's bigger than Augie.
Who was first? Devin. Devin, make a stealth roll, please.
Augie is also dead last and inspecting constantly and not paying attention much to anything else, but examining the port that all this nanite material is coming out of Albus.
Albus, got it.
Albus,
19.
Yeah.
19. Wow,
19
nice.
self.
You carefully and quietly remove the vent that leads out of this mini corridor and into a actual wide station corridor proper. You pull the vent in, you poke your head out and look both ways, and it appears to be empty and clear. And you can hear some gun shots, some energy weapon gunfire from the left. And the corridor is clean. It's a little lowish. It's maybe a foot lower than you're normally used to. But it's a wide corridor. It's relatively clean, and that's what you see.
Okay. Devin will kind of, grab onto the top and kind of shoot himself through and then start heading to the left.
Okay. And the rest of you follow suit.
Yep.
All right.
No, we abandon him.
Go back to the ship.
Augie, make an engineering roll.
Engineering. That is a spectacular failure of a 1.
Of a 1.
Yes.
Albus, you feel some weird tinkering going on in the back of your back area, and you turn around and you see Augie is right there, and it's a bit of a social problem. His finger is stuck in your little port in the back. It's literally stuck right now.
I was just cleaning it.
How did you get up there?
Kind of comes up the top.
He cannot get his finger out currently.
This is a little awkward.
You have to kneel. It won't be. Oh, the other one's stuck.
Make an athletics roll, Augie.
Athletics roll. Things Augie should never be rolling.
Haha.
A natural 20. I have no.
Well, how the hell does that get described?
That's up to you. I don't.
Wow.
Wow.
All right, you climb up onto his back so you can get your legs in a good position and finally pull your finger out and make that sound. And you flip backwards, are able to get the other finger in and out of that hole real fast as you fall downwards. And
I have to check it.
and you land, striking a little dramatic pose. You're so excited, something cool. Then you realize you still have this giant Ashen Forge looking at you with a raised eyebrow.
Will you two quit screwing around back there?
I don't like that.
In an adult?
Augie makes some quick notes as to diameter he is not allowed into, and then
Jesus.
You guys are walking down this hall. I have a question. Are you going to close that grate up and try and make it look sealed up, or do you want to leave it open for quick access back out if necessary?
as August is the last one climbing out, would leave it open.
Yeah.
Leaving it open.
Leaving it open.
Yeah, we might be running.
Devin,
if I heard that number correct in the intro.
make a perception roll.
21.
Wow, you're rolling high. Burning those rolls now.
Yep. So I don't need to waste them on attack rolls.
You hear a sound up ahead of someone speaking the galactic language, and you've passed by a couple doors that have been locked, and there's another one up ahead. You don't know if it's locked or not, but you hear a, shh, quiet, someone's coming.
It's so common galactic language. Sounds like people hiding is what it sounds like.
I don't know.
Devin will, about as softly so I can be heard, but not projecting my voice, say, "We are the prophets. We are here to help you," and he'll continue to proceed forward.
Okay, so walking past the door.
Well, wait, there was the door on the left?
Yeah,
there?
it keeps going. Your corridor keeps...
But the voices were coming from the corridor on the left?
Correct. Not a corridor, a doorway.
Doorway, yeah. Devin will repeat that one more time. We are the prophets. We are not the legion. Please do not fire, and he will open the door. If
All right.
possible.
The door does open. You see there are...
Ready to dodge.
Ready to go back down that grate.
There are two people in technician
I will,
jumpsuits.
as the door opens, use one of my prime abilities and cast Deflection.
Okay. What does that do?
Basically, I create a kinetic barrier around myself. It'll I gain resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
All right, resistance. You see two technician-type jumpsuit-wearing people that are hiding behind some thick industrial-looking crates that are mostly empty, and they're kind of like slide around a little bit, and they're hiding. You can see them kind of peeking around. They do not look like Legion in any way whatsoever.
Right. Hello, I am Devin Page of the Prophets.
You look a little odd. You need to make a persuasion roll for them to even think.
We learned today that all the legions sound like, "Thank you for coming."
14.
14's good enough. Well, a guy kind of peeks up. He has like a really small mouth and a really large nose. Otherwise, he's kind of humanoidish in general. And he stands up. You're a prophet?
Yes,
Oh, thank the gods.
indeed.
He comes over, and the rest of you arrive at this doorway and look inside and see Devin being hugged by a strange man in a jumpsuit. Oh, we've been hoping for some sort of help.
We are here.
You got to get us out.
Yes.
How many of you are there?
It's just the two of us here, but they have a bunch of others in the cafeteria.
How many?
He turns to his friend who says, I think I saw maybe 8 or 10 people. They were running and they got trapped in the cafeteria.
How many of the occupying force?
I don't know. I saw gunfire and there were shots, there was chaos, there was explosions, and I saw them chasing after a bunch of our friends in the cafeteria.
Keep your voice down, please.
Sorry. And we ran past a whole bunch over at the airlock area. I would not go that way. And then, but a big chunk of them broke off and headed towards the main solar array section.
Team, we should get these two to safety, but I don't think we can abandon.
Let's send them back to that little maintenance area we were in. They can close the grate. They'll be safer there than here. And
If
we
we
can get
do
them
that-
later.
Could they get on the Vesper?
No, Vesper's locked.
Okay, good.
Yeah. They'd have to also have...
Right.
Okay, good.
Well, I mean, they get on the Vesper and then drive away. That's my thought.
That's not possible. They need specific button training for that.
And I think after our last stowaway situation, we're going to keep that...
Somebody
tight.
has the key fob on them.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, if you head back down the corridor and go through the little grate section there that has been removed, stay there, and our ship is close by. We will come and get you once we have finished rescuing everyone.
All right, and thanks again. He gives you another big hug.
Before you head off, use the cafeteria and the solar array. Can you give us a quick rundown of where people could be, where they could be hiding, where we should be looking?
I don't know. I ran off and went hiding. I told you everything I know.
Just thinking more like a map. Do you know maybe some of this area?
I know all the conduits and access panels.
Love that. Would you mind talking to our engineer, Augie?
Yes, maybe some paths that we could use to stealthily move about the station.
Sure. And he gets out some piece of little wax marker thing and goes to a wall and starts drawing some crude lines and connection points of where different regions are located, and mentions looking for blue access grates that have easy motion line of travel compared to the red ones, which are normally extremely tight and filled with electrical type gear.
What's the purpose of this satellite array? Why would these guys be here?
I have no idea. I've only seen the Legion in videos.
I know, but what kind of work is being done here?
We harness the power of the star and we use it to transfer condensed power to different companies that want to buy it. And there's some research that we do, but it's all just about power management. It's pretty boring.
Okay, get along. Get back to that maintenance hatch. We'll see you in a bit.
All right, and hey, thanks again. He gives you a third hug, Devin.
This is getting awkward.
And they head off. The two of them disappear down the hall.
Should I go with them and protect them?
They're fine.
No, you will have to be protecting us, I believe.
Oh, okay.
So they could be getting a lot of solar power. I don't know if they have as much power where they are, but I was thinking maybe they could be hooking this up to some sort of massive weapon that could take a shot at the Citadel. Maybe that's far out, but why would they come here now and with this number?
It does seem weird, yes. There's probably more to this station than maybe perhaps even the engineers know.
Did we, before we left, I assume that we flagged some people down, letting them know what we were doing? Yes, we did that. Send reinforcements?
I feel like we would have at least called back to the Citadel.
Communications have been an absolute mess since those ships arrived.
So nobody knows we're here.
But we had talked to the patrol boats, so they at least knew where we were going.
Oh, shit, let's proceed.
Are we going to try to go help those people in the cafeteria, or are we going to go try to figure out what's happening at the solar array?
Tactically speaking, if they're safe in the cafeteria, then we should just go after the threats in the solar array.
But are they really safe?
Well, we haven't heard any gunshots.
Oh, I heard some just a few moments ago.
There's another explosion sound off in the distance.
Well, they're all dead now.
I think while it's important to help innocent lives, more important is to find out what's happening at the core of this issue. If it's really going to be weaponized in some way, then it's a much larger problem. I agree somehow with Albus.
Albus just smiles and shrugs.
Augie looks at the map there, and tries to discern the closest access point.
Okay. Augie starts heading off then, right?
Yes.
Follow Augie.
Rest of the group follows Augie, who skips around down this corridor, and you see a blue panel just like he said. You break out some sort of screwdriver fast tool and open it up real quick. There's also a computer panel similar to what you requested earlier next to this. Anything you want to do there, or do you want to hustle?
Let me open the panel. You look at the computer. If I can borrow your tool.
Okay. August will hand off his tool and go to the computer panel.
And what are you looking for on the computer panel?
Gaining access to the surveillance and comms.
Okay.
To see if I can, number one, monitor activity on the station, and number two, to see if I can actually access the enemy comms that are going on too.
All right. Make not one, not two, but 3 computer rolls, please.
Okay.
Good luck.
Good luck. I'm counting on you. 19 first roll. 10 second roll. And 17 last roll.
Okay. What was the 10 was on the second one?
10 was on the second.
All right. You see Augie typing away furiously and bringing up different little windows and screens. You are able to bring up nothing regarding any camera type stuff. It appears to all be down. You are able to bring up an alert that shows the engineering section has suffered critical damage and is going to, you see some power levels rising dramatically there, and you foresee something disastrous happening to the main generators in the engineering of this station, maybe in the next hour. You also see a tremendous amount of power spikes way above the red line in the main solar array section. And you do get some comms. You are able to get a brief bit of communication, but it's not from within here. You were able to start getting some signals going, and it's actually signal addressed to Kolsch. And Kolsch, he's able to start trying to boost some signals. There's some static on your comm, and it comes through to you, and you hear "This is Haven Patrol. We've got help en route, but we've been held back with damage and taking care of these civilian ships. We're doing what we can, so what will..." And then they're cut off.
Damn. I almost had a full uplink.
And you recognize this not as an electrical issue. There is active jamming going on, right?
And why was it coming directly to Kolsch?
You happen to be standing closest to Augie, handing the tool around.
Okay.
Well, there's some sort of jamming going on. It's probably from one of the ships.
So of these 3 things, I assume that Augie relayed this to us?
No, I tell you nothing because I'm a Cylon, damn it.
What's happening, Augie? Of these 3 things, what's most important? Do we want to unjam these communications so we can get more reinforcements?
Not much point in saving the system or saving the station if it blows up under us.
It's true. I think I'm quite worried about that spike at the solar array.
Yes, the solar array energy spiking does seem to be of concern.
I don't think we can hold off however many people are here by ourselves the whole time is my concern. We're 5, they could be many. But they could just be doing a hack job and leaving. We don't know.
Oh, we could split up.
It's always a good idea. Well, I think
Number 1 leading cause of party deaths.
point is made. Solar array is probably the most important. We should go see if we can stop extreme death happening there.
Is the solar array is separate from the engineering
It
section?
is.
Are they
So
near
I will
each
be
other?
clear to that
They're
point.
not near each other.
Are we able to
The
get?
engineering needs more attention. What's that?
Are we able to get through it through the access ways, the service tunnels?
You believe so? It'll be maybe a tunnel crossing a corridor. A tunnel crossing a corridor.
I show him a quick draft of the map. I believe so.
Is what's happening in engineering potentially affecting the solar array, or are they separate?
That appears to be separate.
Bummer.
I agree.
Which way are we going? Tick-tock.
The port is open there, the blue grate.
Yeah, I hand you your tool back.
The vent's all damaged with weird kilometers.
My tool is all broken. And
It's not on.
just chewed on it the whole time. This way! And August dives into the blue.
Vent tunnel
Right,
area.
vent
All right.
tunnel.
And where are you leading them, Newt from Aliens?
To the critical engineering section. Or
All right.
that section that
So ignoring what we just said and going your way. That's good.
About
Good.
what?
Carry on.
I thought it was agreed that we were going to the
Doesn't
engineering
matter. Augie's made his decision.
All right.
He's off. You guys start following Augie.
We think we're on the way to solar array, but you know.
I heard him. I'm gonna follow him. He knows best. We hope. Otherwise, we're gonna blame him a lot when we're dead.
I mean, we're gonna blame him either way.
Augie, you move with ease through this very cramped and low tunnel. The rest of the three members of your group
Keep up!
are moving at half speed, struggling and ducking and shuffling and wedging through. And
At
then
one point, I have to get behind Kolsch and shove him through.
and then dear Albus is extremely slow. He's making it, but it is slow, and
Are we there yet?
it's a matter of commitment and just wedging and sucking it in, Albus, and trying to get through.
Just taking his shield and digging into grates and pulling himself along.
I think at this point Albus has dismissed his weapon links.
Okay,
Just for the sake of getting through.
moving around. All right.
Do you have a limit on how many times you can do that?
No.
It's 999. It's just a variable limit,
Yeah.
though.
It's 256.
All right, Augie, instead of heading right to a small painted area in this tube that says SA, you head left to a area that says ENG, correct?
Yes.
Okay, you head there. You are at the grate, a blue grate on the inside, Augie, and you can see is a lowish ceiling engineering section that has a lot of generator and battery type equipment around here. You can hear some warning alarms coming off from some computer panel, and you can see a Legion soldier. You've never seen one before. He is tall, taller than Kolsch, smaller than Albus. He's tall. He's got some decent armor on, then it has some extra thick armor on the left arm, that kind of like oversized arm. Sounds like a superhero for some reason. Who am I thinking? I don't know. Thinking of someone. But extra armor, reinforced, almost resinish type stuff. He has a short shotgunish, short-ranged weapon that he has slung over his back. His head is bald. He has no teeth at all, and just has like this turtle-ish mouth that could just crush through bone pretty easily. Sunken in eyes, an extra thickish brow, and he's stomping around and going over to that computer and hammering it with the butt of his weapon. He takes it off and hammers it so the screen breaks. What do you want to do?
The console is damaged.
Console is damaged, and it is 50 feet away. About 20 feet away from you is the first big generator, and it's about and you're right at the ground level.
I point out what I'm seeing to the rest of my.
Everyone's behind you.
I wish to make use of one of my techniques then, and gain access to the damaged control panel.
Okay.
Using my virtual panel. So he's damaged it, but I'm still making use of it. And
So you're accessing the computer within, ignoring the damaged panel.
Yes.
I got you. What's the name of the technique you're using?
It is called remote connection.
Remote connection. Range works. Concentration. Perfect. All right. You guys see Augie is not opening up the vent, and you're all kind of crowding behind him. And while you're hearing Albus slowly catch up to the group from behind, maybe even cursing a little bit. What's an Albus?
Nope.
What's an Albus curse?
Gosh, so crowded in here.
All right.
But he has little holographic emojis and asterisks that appear whenever he talks.
Augie, you now have this engineering screen displayed holographically over your wrist, or however that works. And you see bars and command control inputs. You see that someone has come in here and slid everything up to max. Not very... There's sabotage here, but it's even sloppy sabotage. There's easier ways they could have really blown this place up by now.
Okay. I begin to incrementally start powering down everything.
All right.
To very, very low levels.
It's a bit tricky because if you've ever seen the last episode of Chernobyl, you have to make sure that everything is lined up and working just right when you when you do things right. So you can't just pull the rod straight out. So you start moving these things down, and really it's just a tablet slider that has so little fine control. You start bringing things down, and I need you to make a finessed engineering roll, please.
How does finessed work into the roll?
Roll it gently.
Means you get to use dexterity or strength.
Let's see. A 19.
19.
I'm finessing the bejesus.
Yeah. You guys are all sitting there waiting.
Well, that might not be true.
No? Okay. He's mostly blocking the vent. Just keep that in mind.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm gonna at least like this Legion creature is distracted, facing away.
Sure.
I mean, Devin will start to work his way past Augie and trying to get out of the, down, like remove the grate quietly.
All right. He's squeezing past you this very tight area. His head phases through the 3D hologram. Can you make another engineering roll? And this will be the essentially disadvantaged version of this roll.
I mean,
I'm so mad right now.
10.
All right. You had it. And then somehow it registered his nose as your finger. And as he went by, his nose moved one of the bars down. Good news is, Devin, you got past him. That was the most important thing.
that is.
This isn't the solar array.
Exactly.
You start working on the vent cover, and you may make a stealth roll, Devin.
17.
And man, Devin's on fire with the rolls. You're able to remove that
I haven't
vent
attacked anything yet.
without making any noise. Augie, you curse as the engineering shutdown procedure does work, but it hasn't worked perfectly. You've extended the time from 60 minutes to about 2 hours before this whole place overloads.
Damn. I bought us some time.
Good job.
And you can hear some of the revved up sounds just go down a bit in the room. And Devin, as you move that vent off to the side, the little panel that you're exiting out of, I'm assuming, you can see movement of that soldier, that Legion soldier, and he frustratedly walks over and starts smashing the screen some more with the butt, trying to make it make more loud noises.
Make more loud noises.
Devin's gonna, using cover, start to...
Is this the classic Devin unnecessarily tumbling from cover to cover? Okay. Making finger gun type things.
Moving closer
I would love if Devin cast his whatever your abilities are called, but using finger guns all the time.
Noted.
At the end of all of Devin's moves, his robe is just hanging on by one arm because it's just all been...
Right.
All right, you're very close.
Okay.
He's completely unaware. He's making so much noise and hammering away. What would you like to do, Devin?
I'm gonna look back and see what everybody else is doing.
All you can see
We're
is
all looking at you.
pissed off looking Augie with a really look on his Navy face.
What a great time for everybody else to freeze.
August just comes out yelling, "Now listen here!"
I'm just gonna wait for.
I thought you had a plan, so Kolsh's waiting for you to make a
everyone's
move.
waiting.
I look at Augie
extent of my
and
plan, but-
I sort of do like a motion back the way we came. Like, should we just like give him a quizzical look? Like, solar ray that way?
I've done what I can here. I bought some time.
Cool. I'm gonna walk the way of the solar ray.
I firmly believe that we cannot, like, disable the engines or anything like that. Or,
If you had a team in here, you might be able to. More work could be done.
more work could be done with the team. Okay.
Teamwork.
You
And
hear,
stealth
you
is
hear
broken.
that sound come out. Catherine's disappearing back down. Catherine, you have a wall, though, that you've run into by the name of Al.
Hi.
I only have one setting.
Pretty much.
High pitch.
Where are we going now?
We're gonna go try to do this for the solar array. Back the other way.
Okay.
August sticks a paw out of the vent and waves.
Just like the one finger
Devin.
plural.
All right, Devin, you don't see that. And instead,
yeah.
you've got your eyes focused on this guy who is now getting a little closer. He's 12 feet away, and he's now kicking the machine that you're on the other side
Well,
of.
I have been splitting my attention between, like, I kind of expected the rest of the party to sort of follow, so I sort of have been splitting my attention, waiting for the party. Yeah, I'm going to continue to avoid this guy and
All right.
look around him.
He starts moving towards another machine and might see you. Make another stealth roll.
17.
Tumbling again. Devin rolls. You look back, and Augie, you can now make eye contact with him. What signal would you like to give Devin?
It's kind of a raised arm shrug going, what the hell? This way, back this way.
Well, Devin will, I guess, try to extricate himself from the situation.
All right.
His plan not having gone through.
The warrior walks back towards where you are now. Make one last stealth with, doesn't count, with advantage.
14.
14 is a little too close. He doesn't hear you at all. You climb back in. You were able to seal up the door, and that guy is none the wiser.
Well, that was pointless.
Maybe
We got more time.
We got time.
So Albus is walking down the hallway to the other end,
All right.
Crawling.
Yeah, really.
kind of hunched.
You reach the T intersection junction after a while, and you go to the right and let Catherine get past you because you just know she's getting mad, following you very slowly behind. And then
like a little bit. No,
August walks past both of you.
Kolsch is behind Catherine.
all right. And then you try and go back and join behind, but you wait as Augie goes by. You try and go back behind, and then you wait as Devin goes by, and now you're in the rear, slowly bringing it up.
I don't think this is the best spot for me.
The shield dude in the rear. There is a panel where Catherine is at. And Catherine, you've come to an end. You have to get into a corridor now at this point to continue towards the solar array. You need to make a stealth roll.
Oh boy, I should not be in front.
Everyone's done really well with you so far.
So far.
That is a 12.
A 12. You are able to get the panel off. It hits the ground on the other side with a thump, and you step on it quickly so it doesn't do the rattle thing. You listen, and you hear nothing. Augie is like coming through your legs because you have that underfoot ability.
Yes. I'm serpentining my way
Yes.
through everybody.
Looking up at you, giving you another WTF kind of a look. One for each party member so far. And Augie, you point to the right, and you head out, and you guys are now going through a normal corridor, heading towards the solar array. And everyone is there, and you're just leaving this trail of little open vents behind you, I'm guessing, still. Mm-hmm. And that
Yes.
includes you, Albus. You are now free and able to breathe a little bit.
All right.
Up ahead, as you come around the corner, you come face to face, Augie and Catherine up front, with 3 of these Legion warriors who are standing there with rifles pointed, waiting as you come. And as they see you see them, they blast out and fire. There is a chance, though, you may have heard them. So I will let both of you, Catherine and Augie, make perception rolls, and we'll take the highest between the two. Otherwise, your entire group is going to be surprised.
21.
Catherine's got it. Catherine, you can hear them shuffling. Someone makes some sort of, here they come. You what? And just as you come around the corner, you see these three guys, and we have combat and normal initiative. You countered the surprise. Well done.
So big L corridor.
Yeah.
We're on the west side of it. The guys are on the east side. And then the corridor extends further to the north out of sight of our group.
And I'm assuming those are friendly tanks that have nothing to do with anything.
Those are some flammable looking tanks.
Perfect.
All right, we
One
have
singularity heading right that way.
we have Augie and Catherine up front. We have Kolsch in the middle, and then we have Devin and Albus in the back. It is initiative time, and here we go. Up first is Augie.
Am I immediately recognizing the quote-unquote flammable things that are right next to?
Yes.
So-and-so? I wish to, of the two, I'll take aim at the furthest one from us.
Okay.
Maybe ask how flammable first. All right, carry on.
Because I'm sure Tom's going to be real proud of that information.
Middlingly flammable.
I saw Tom's concerned
Here,
expression.
I will ask the question. Here we go. How flammable are they?
As he shoots.
That is a 22.
And what were you shooting with?
My electric arcing ability.
Oh, okay.
My little blaster.
22 hits. What's your damage?
The damage is a D8. And that is...
If you do 3 or more, you have erupted the tank.
I do a full 8.
Wow.
A big electrical zap goes out. You detonate the farther tank, and it explodes the closer tank as well. Both tanks detonate. The guy who is there's 3 guys. The guy who's 2 to the right of it is going to take 2d10 points of damage. Go ahead and roll that, Augie.
All right, 2d10. That is 11 points of damage.
All right. He is and stumbles back. He's still alive, but burnt. And you need to roll 4d10 for the double explosion you did to the guy who was right next to it.
All right. That is 7 and 18 total damage.
And that guy is killed.
Wow.
Damn, kid.
And next up is Catherine. Unless you want to move, Augie.
Jeez.
Catherine, go for it.
Augie, do you want to move?
Yeah, I want to hug the wall.
Huge explosion.
Southern wall from where I'm at. Yeah, I'm just on the right side corridor. There we go. Perfect.
Catherine.
I'm going to look at the guy that got some fire damage. And I'm going to say the power the Legion has had has really diminished, but your ugliness hasn't.
It always gets so personal.
And I'm going to look at insult him.
This is charisma?
Save.
Charisma. Wisdom. Charisma or wisdom? Charisma. It is a 12.
That does not save. Hold on. That's right here.
What's the DC?
13.
All right. He is effective. What happens to the poor lad?
He gets 3 points of damage.
You have destroyed him. I don't quite narratively know how.
What? And steps into the fire.
He is dead.
And then I'm going to...
You're next.
And then I'm going to like...
Oh.
I'm going to be like, gosh, I'm going to run behind him.
Okay. Next up is that guy. He is going to go. He is going to shoot from there his shotgun. And he's shooting at the closest person, which happens to be Augie. I just need to figure out the range there. Range is 50, which, okay. He shoots with disadvantage due to the range. Woohoo! And Augie, you've been hit with a 6.
That actually doesn't hit me.
It misses. He hits the wall instead. He can't see through a bit of the lasting smoke, and he bolts to the north and disappears out of view to the north. And Devin, you're up. Alliance scum!
So Devin will move diagonally down towards Augie as 30 feet as I can. And then from the furthest point that I can see, where he disappeared from, to like, kind of
the last time you saw him.
Right. So, trying to get as close as I could to him, I will cast Frost Coil. So I'm going to finger gun that.
All right.
I swirl my hands. My eyes get a little icy, kind of like whitish, to fall in with the freezing air and icy winds.
This is your biggest talent you've ever cast, right?
So each creature within a 10-foot cube centered on the point that I choose must make a Constitution saving throw or take 3d8 points of damage.
All right. Roll 3d8 just in case.
Be 9. And if he fails his saving throw, he cannot take any reactions until the start of his next turn.
All right.
He takes half as much damage if I did hit him.
Okay. You're done. Kolsch. Kolsch is running up down the middle, it looks like?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, actually, right there.
Oh, wow. You hauled butt.
Move.
Oh, you can see him good.
You see the guy, he's just about 10, 15 feet down, and he is a little ice covered.
Yeah.
And Kolsch is done. Albus.
Albus, move me. So that's 6.
What's your movement?
My movement is 30.
And then Augie, you're up.
He leaps over Catherine and just keeps running.
Excuse me, pardon me.
Out of the way.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to do Zone Defender.
Okay.
Just go.
You also have no weapons.
Okay.
You want to use a bonus action for any of that?
I'll pull out my shield with bonus action.
Okay.
Instead.
Shield is out.
Shield is out.
Augie, you've got one guy. He's running down this L corridor away.
August will move.
Okay. And Catherine, you can also go.
If
I always make the wrong choice
you
of
can put me
movement.
behind Kolsch.
Same. I'll run as far as I can.
Catherine's done. His turn. That guy turns around and blasts at Kolsch. Kolsch, you've got significant cover. Add 5 to your armor class as he attacks you.
Basically impossible to hit.
With an 8?
Oh, hits.
He totally misses. And 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, it's going to be very rude for him in a bit.
He's running like crazy. He's still just barely on the map. You can't scroll it down at all.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We can only see so far.
He's up there. Here, why don't we do it? Those are 10s from now on. Each of those squares is 10s.
This corridor just got longer.
Yeah.
Devin will, I guess, move.
Move. And Kolsch, you're up. Trying to track this guy down, chase him down.
Behind Augie, basically, I guess.
Oh, I'm lighting his ass up.
He is 70 feet away.
Yeah, no problem.
Good God.
Half a second.
What?
Whoa.
It's
Let's sneaky up your hands.
something sneaky.
Well, I rolled an 11. I don't think that's going to hit, so I'm going to add a stunt dice.
Okay. First stunt die.
Ability.
So a total of 19.
And what was the name of the stunt power you're using?
Precision strike.
What does it do?
I get to add a D8 to my attack roll.
Before or after?
Any before or after.
That's so powerful. Yeah, that's a hit.
12. Excuse me. Sorry. 15 points of damage.
15 points of damage, a precise, I'm even going to say you fire twice. Once wrong, and the second one you settle in with the precision shot, and you nail the guy, hit him in the back, and he drops dead.
Yeah.
All is quiet except for another explosion sound off in the distance and another rumble throughout this.
It should be just ahead on the left.
Great.
And Augie charges up.
Okay, you keep going. Did anyone get hit during that at all?
No.
I don't think so. All right.
Smooth move, Augie, with exploding those
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
It's a little risky. Devin reminding me, yeah, you could rip a hole in the station, but, you know.
You guys head off.
I mean, who would stick flammable containers just in the middle of a hallway? though?
Who would?
Unless we were meant to blow them up.
Exactly.
Yeah. Played lots of video games with
Exactly. We should have found a med kit beforehand, but
Little pile of them. Why are these here?
there's a boss fight coming.
You are coming up to a large door that says solar array. And Augie, you were taking the lead on this, right?
Yes.
Okay. You see there, it's like a 20-foot wide door, again, a little low. And you enter this room and you can hear a lot of electrical buzzing sound, almost like a transformer station type sound. As you enter this area, this is a huge chamber, maybe 100 or 200 feet wide. It's got those weird segmented, almost curved glass at the top that you saw in when you flew by in your ship earlier. And it has huge circular discs that have been collecting and gathering energy from the sun that's just right outside and almost blinds you as you look through. They maybe have some polarized glass type stuff. They've actually brought in these solar discs. They're panels that are maybe like 30 feet in diameter, and there's like 4 or 5 or 6 of these big things. They have wheeled them in, and they're crackling and crackling with energy. There's some extra walkway type section up above. You don't see any people, but you can hear some Legion soldier barking orders in this. It's kind of a loud area because you hear all this electrical zapping type sound. What's your
To August, is there any kind of threat to just walking about with electricity, or is it mostly contained up towards the...
It's totally contained.
Totally contained. I hear them. The array's working, though.
I worry it's going to work a little too well.
Does it appear that or at least Augie, that the array can be disabled?
You can't tell from here. I'll make a perception roll from here, Augie. The rest of the group starts filing in.
A 5.
5. You have no information.
All this has his warhammer.
All right.
Team, by the way, 3 down, 47 to go. Bad guys.
Yeah. Got it.
But we know where number 4 is, at least.
I mean, we're under 10 to 1, so we're fine.
Yeah.
God.
Can't wait for those odds to start changing. I'm assuming it's fairly brightly lit in here?
Oh yeah, very brightly lit, because you have this giant star outside that you're extremely close to, just hitting you with lots of light.
Does it sound like dozens of voices or like 5 voices?
You listen, Catherine. Make a perception roll with advantage.
21.
21. You hear off in the distance a sound of someone barking an order, just one person. You look around one of these giant disc reflective things that's somehow crackling with energy. You can see a big muscular Legion warrior guy who's barking an order, and a smaller one runs into some small side chamber, and that appears to be his focus. And as you turn around to tell your friends, you also see several of these Legion warriors are running around the other side of the room to sneak up on you guys. You guys have been spotted, and they've got their weapons out and are circling, and we have another combat on our hands.
Are we next to a door right now?
You are not far from a door. What you see here are several of those array discs that are generating energy. There are several fires that have been started. You're not sure how or why. And there's a small room section I mentioned that one of the guys has run off into. One of the leaders has been yelling at him to go there. To the top, the northwest side of this, around one of those arrays, is a guy or two racing around over there. In the middle of this room is a catwalk section that lets you access and control some of the arrays and deal with some of the rigging up there. And there are small little lifts that instantly bring you up, and those little markers there on the map. So you just count a double move when you're stepping on there, and then you're up a whole elevation. And you can go underneath that little bridge. That's a little span there. There's also somehow a huge damaged section cut through, almost like a wound in the floor. Again, you're not sure from where. You can cross it. It's just a little bit of difficult terrain to get across, and that's that big gash that's located right there. More importantly, there is some bad guys on this map. So what you have are several of the soldiers running around towards the northwest side of the map, trying to not be seen by you, trying to use the smoke and the cover of the flame. But Catherine, you spotted them. What you don't see, Catherine, is one of them who snuck up right behind you. He's about 10 feet away. Albus, you do see that. There is another soldier who's making his way in. There's some slightly larger, more aggressive Legion warriors that are here, and then there's a large leader to the northeast, and he is behind some strange device.
Looks like a pill in here.
And yeah, they are closing in, they are attacking, and you can see Albus, there's a guy who's raising his little shotgun pointed at Catherine as she's turning around saying, "Look to the north." She's got her back to the south where this guy has his shotgun, but it is not necessarily his turn. Let's see who's turning. Roll initiatives. Good luck. It is his turn. They got a total of 20.
Speaking of luck.
Wow. All right, let's go to
And Catherine's dead.
the top. One of the Legion warriors runs around. He is done. Another one is going to blast Catherine with advantage. And hits you with a total of 20. You have been hit.
Bring out the damage card.
Oh. If the hit is within normal range, oh boy, he gets extra damage with his shotgun at this range. Catherine, you've been hit for, not too bad.
38 damage.
Only 5 points of piercing damage. It could have been so much worse.
Kolsch has a quick question that should have been brought up before we got into this room, but that shotgun that the other guy had, would Kolsch have been interested in that at all?
Possibly. You checked it out. You might use it. It's a very short range.
Yeah.
It does 2d6 damage if you're within 15 feet.
Never mind.
All right.
Nope, not interested.
All right. Next guy.
Oh, yeah.
Augie ignored all this, so.
All right, one of the other soldiers runs over the difficult terrain, but spends his turn doing a move. And the last soldier takes cover behind this raised section, slams his shoulder into the side, leans around the corner, and blasts at Augie. 5, 10 to Augie, you're outside the effective big range of his weapon. He is at disadvantage. He has attacked you with a 9.
9 will not succeed.
Shotgun blast is not good enough for the range. First hero to
August
go.
still winces and does the shrugging.
First hero to go is Devin.
Wow. Unexpected.
Did you have a +7 or something crazy?
Yeah, first time that I've actually gotten first in initiative, too.
The group just rolls their eyes. Again with the initiative. Okay, fine.
It's not like you're gonna hurt anybody anyway.
Oh, wow. You have disadvantage on all rolls now, apparently.
Go ahead and roll your psychic damage against me. Jesus. Well, speaking of which, Kevin's going to go ahead and give that a shot. He's going to swirl his hand. His eyes will glow kind of bluish, and he cast out his distortion.
Distortion at whom?
The guy that fired on Catherine, so the guy to his southeast near Catherine. Even though she just insulted him, he will do that.
Is this a social technique?
No.
Social distortion?
So I will roll a 23 to hit.
That is a hit.
Nice.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So that's how that works.
Yeah, exactly. So basically a little singularity pops up, kind of rolls out towards him and hits him for 16 points of damage.
16. What kind of damage?
It is
Vacuum
I'm
damage.
curious. You've never said that.
small sphere hurl toward creature, make a ranged channeling attack and target. If it hits, the sphere bursts into a micro singularity. Creature takes force damage.
Force damage.
Yes.
How much damage? 16?
16.
That guy dies in a crumpled mass.
Albus looks over at Devin and says, "Wow, you're really good at this."
I have my moments.
And he is down. That was that guy right there. Next up is Augie.
So that is how you.
Wait, who blinked out of
guy?
existence?
I think this, that
Oh,
guy.
there he goes. Crushed. Is there screaming involved? Is it horrific?
There is. It's more of a.
And then Devin does move kind of closer to the fire that's to the east, kind of in front of Kolsch.
Into the fire in front of
Not
Kolsch?
into the fire, but
Like
Yeah,
right
is
here?
this fire damaging
Yeah.
fire? Can we run what's the circumference on
It's
not getting
healing
hurt?
fire.
It is damaging fire and smoke, so don't go into it.
this is friendly
What about
fire.
here? Is this considered part of fire?
You would take a little bit of damage squeaking between there,
Okay.
yes.
All right, August. August is, let's see.
Actually, move me one pace to the left, please. Thank you.
Diva.
August, having watched a few new spaghetti westerns on his transvid, he does a quick draw motion from his hand and fires off a quick beam of energy towards the guy hiding behind the array to the north there.
Good luck.
And a 20 total.
That's the guy that shot at you or the guy by the array? Way up there.
Way up there.
20. You zap the guy.
And he takes 7 points of damage.
He howls and ducks down and is still standing though.
He does not have the ability to use cover at all.
All
At
right.
this point.
Catherine, you're up.
He's glowing with a little phosphorescence.
And Augie, you're still standing out in the middle.
No, I am moving
fairy
down
fire?
and south to. I'm hiding behind our largest member,
Albus.
Elvis.
How far this way can I get?
You'd have to go around
No.
one way or the other.
I'll take the fire.
You're gonna go through it?
Yeah.
Oh, you're a crazy person.
Well, I was thinking more can you do
Yeah, you
these
can go
sideways,
diagonal.
guys?
Oh, okay. So there's 15 right there. You can.
I'm going to go as far as I can without just my regular movement. Just with my regular.
You take a d6 of fire damage, which rolled a 5.
Not worth it.
She is screaming it on fire.
And I'm
Stay
gonna,
behind me and be mean to people.
She comes back.
And I'm
Another
like-
5.
That's the idea. And as I do that, I'm going to take out my heavy rifle that Kolsch gave me.
A heavy pistol.
That heavy pistol. Sorry, I don't have a rifle. That would be crazy. Just hopeful.
Don't give her a rifle.
I'm gonna take out my heavy pistol, and I'm gonna look at that guy. And he said, I'm gonna say, he told me to be mean to people, and I'm gonna try to shoot him.
All right.
Da-da-da. Ooh, that's a 23.
He has no cover from you.
Is this what it feels like? Yo.
You hit him square in the chest. What's the damage?
All right.
This guy's not been hurt yet.
D8 plus 3.
No. I think it's for +2 for me, unfortunately.
Sorry.
5 points of damage.
5 points of damage. He takes the hit and scowls at you and will be trying to destroy you the next opportunity he gets.
Sure.
Kolsch, you just saw your friend run through fire.
Yeah, and I'm gonna run around the fire.
Because you're tactically... Oh, yeah, all right.
Yep. And I'm gonna.
He's also furry. It really doesn't work well.
Bad
really
smell
bad.
too.
Right.
I'm gonna get right there and open this guy up.
Same guy Catherine hit.
Mm-hmm. 9.
9. You blast and miss. Rare miss from Kolsch.
Wow.
As soon as Kolsch does that, you hear, "Die, Alliance scum!" And from the northeast side, kind of near that room, there's a strange device that has been mounted to a tripod that is part of this solar array. And as he turns it, it vomits forth this plasma liquid that flies through the air and lands violently across the ground and sizzles anyone there briefly in a straight line. And he is going to...
That's that thing right there, okay.
He lashes out this huge line. It burns Devin, it burns Kolsch, and it burns one of his own men in the way.
Up there.
And everyone needs to make... Those people need to make a dexterity saving throw.
If I were to be under that cover, would it still hit?
No. That catwalk?
Yeah.
No, the catwalk vertically would save you.
18 for Devin.
Okay.
10.
All right.
I'm gonna give this dice a rest.
3. That is 7 points of damage to Kolsch fire and 3 points of fire to Devin. And 3 to this dude. Huge plasma stuff goes splattering out, and he is quite pleased with himself. However, his buddy is not. But it's not his turn. Albus is next to go. This is your big chance here, Albus.
So is there still just like a layer of shit on the ground?
It's gone now.
Okay.
Albus is he looks down at Augie.
Ooh, where'd you come from? I told you.
He's stuck in your port again.
Safest place to be.
Albus,
You
Stop!
Catherine, he's hitting my port!
I shouldn't hide my snacks in here.
Yes, please.
I will turn this array around.
Albus says,
Oh, that wasn't a good move by Catherine.
and he just follows the same exact route she takes, and he wants to get right there,
Right in front of her?
Yeah, he should use all his movement to get there, and bonus action does his own defender.
Zone defender.
Ooh.
This sounds exciting.
Right.
What is that?
He stands there like
Defense
this.
zone, I imagine.
He just stands there,
Muscly.
just eyeing up the Legion guy there.
Pick on someone your own size.
Oh, I'd like this new guy.
One of the larger Legion warriors who just got hit by his own friend runs up to the catwalk raised section, takes a lift quickly up, goes up to the top, and now has some height vertical advantage, but he took all of his action in time to get there. His associate, however, is going to fall back and then take a shot at Albus. Albus, you're taking your first hit right here,
All right.
right now.
We're not.
You can see through the catwalk section there.
Yeah, that's
okay.
section here.
Gotcha.
He is firing a lob blaster weapon at you. It's got decent range. And does a 9 hit you heavily armored?
Nope.
No. He curses and is unsuccessful and gets his second shot off with it. Ooh. Nat 20.
Nope.
Natural 20. You have been hit for 8 points of piercing damage.
I'll take 8 points.
How many hit points do you have left?
A lot.
It's 24.
Okay.
So many.
You are set. Done, done, done. We're back here. The smaller warriors are up next. The one who has no cover, I'll even maybe somehow mark that. He is going to take he's going to run in actually. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 20, 25, 30 is running head first straight charging Devin with his shotgun, and he will shoot next round with point blank goodness.
Devin, this is not something you want to do.
And
Devin just like touches him.
You're like showing him his friend that is now a crumpled singularity ball.
another one of the warriors who was taking cover runs out behind it and says, "Die!" Yelling at Kolsch. And it is going to take a shot at you with a 13 to hit.
No,
These guys
sir.
are not rolling well. The last one is not so happy and is going to do a big move to get out of there, and I believe that triggers some goodness by you, Mr. Albus.
It does.
He's doing a full move out.
So I'm gonna do an opportunity attack.
Okay.
It's a D8.
The hammer is out, the electric glowing hammer.
Hey, where you going?
Come on, it's a 5.
Well, you got to hit him first.
I do?
Yep.
Okay.
It's not an opportunity
Yeah,
automatic
it's
hit.
a full attack.
All right.
To do.
It's an option to
All
hit.
right then. It's a 10.
10. You swing and you miss.
Still not something you want to hear while you're running away.
He backs away, and then he's not going to back too far away.
Wait,
Yes.
12.
12 is your total?
Because I got hit by a critical that last turn.
Your reactive
And
shield.
my reactive shield gives me a +2.
You want to tell him about your cool shield?
So, yeah, when I got hit, let's say this energy shield absorbed some of that energy and then
Nice.
diffused it
That's awesome.
into my Warhammer. So I got a 12.
12
And
hits.
5 damage.
5 damage to that guy. Let me double check that guy. He is still alive, but limping as he walks away. He doesn't get too far, though. He turns around and blasts you with a shotgun, sir, Albus. And he attacks. This will be double damage if he hits. 15.
Nope.
It's a pretty good roll. That's not a hit.
Nope.
Boom. Hits your armor, splatters against your cool electric shield, and nothing. Devin. Fires continue to rage. Oh, wait, sorry. Yeah, go ahead and do that, Devin. Go ahead. Ignore me.
So Devin will again, his eyes glow kind of icy white, and he will cast Frost Coil behind him, or behind the guy that's with the shotgun, and he needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
If he fails it, he will take 13 points of damage.
It's number 1. Constitution saving throw. Coming up. I can click here. Constitution saving throw is 12.
He will fail that.
All right. He is frozen. What happens?
Well, importantly, he loses his reaction.
Oh, he cannot
So-
get you.
Correct.
With his opportunity attack.
So I will move away 30 feet behind or near Kolsch as I can get. And if
Probably not between
I mean that would be my preference.
right here.
No.
Yeah, right here.
That won't
Right.
reach. He can't reach that with all those diagonals. He can go above you, and that's as far as he can go.
15, 20, 25.
Diagonals cost 2.
Diagonals are
Every other one.
every other one is
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
Just
All right,
FYI.
so yeah, I
Down
guess
the road.
there is fine.
There's-
Does that guy in the north have a shotgun?
He does. You need to do damage though to this guy.
I told you 13.
Oh, I'm sorry. I asked. I didn't hear it. No,
Sorry,
it's
yeah.
13. 13. You almost freeze that guy to within an inch of his life. Nice. Okay. And who's next? It is Augie.
Augie looks at the. Now that I notice that the
Oh.
char mark that is formerly an enemy.
I'm so sorry. Might interrupt you real fast. Augie hit him before. He is killed. That guy.
Yay.
Devin,
Oh.
you just froze into that dude.
Okay, in that case, since he was dead, I'm gonna be more to the left side of the fire.
I like
Another
that
mark show.
char mark.
All right, those are going to be difficult terrain if you have to move through the bodies.
Is that a new thing?
That's a new thing.
Okay.
I like it.
Like where at? So like right here.
Yes, that would be good. Thank you. So I'm to the left of the fire, west of Kolsch.
Okay, Augie, what are you doing?
Augie. Very interesting possibilities here. Stepping up a couple spaces, trying to get a line of sight on the guy who's hiding. I'm assuming he's under the catwalk and just kind of using that as cover there on the left. And firing at him.
Okay, he will get partial cover. He'll have heavy cover with all the
He will get no cover. Right. This is my electric surge, which removes his cover bonuses.
If you hit.
No, on the firing.
Wait, read that. That sounds really cool. What's it called?
Electrical surge. Bum, bum, bum.
I've got it here. You launch a spike to a target within range, make a ranged forwarding attack. The target gains no benefit from cover from this attack. Ignore everything I said. There's just a tiny bit of them sticking out there.
It's actually just tracing through the electrical grates on the floor. Oh, that's going to be a miss with a 7.
7. Sounded good. It's a miss. Augie is done. Next up is Catherine.
I want to get underneath this catwalk and then as far down it as I can. So probably here is my guess.
Right there.
Yeah.
If you don't mind, could you move me up to Devon's position, close to diagonal? Yeah, right there's fine.
And I am going to take a shot at this guy with my heavy pistol.
And that one's up on top of the catwalk presently?
No, that guy is.
Far right guy. Far right guy.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Of the catwalk.
Ah, miss. Miss.
Shot miss.
Bummer.
Kolsch, you're up.
Oh, that guy that just fired at me. Right to the north.
He's cocking and ready to blast again, so yeah, take it down if you can.
Jesus Christ. A 10.
10. Kolsch is struggling. Kolsch misses. Any movement?
He's standing next to a fire. He's very distracted.
Stand behind me. I'll save you.
No. I don't like this new guy anymore. Yeah.
I am reserving judgment.
Running where? Tell us about it.
Right there. I'm just running right next to
Catherine.
Still close to that guy.
Way out in the open, but at least Catherine's under that area there. Speaking of which, you hear another and a big whip of plasma comes spurting out above and comes dropping down across the area, hitting Devon and Augie. Make dexterity saving throws.
17.
Ooh.
14.
14. You both are good. You only take 3 points of fire damage each. He is done.
6 total. I have 14 left.
Albus.
Albus charges up to the guy just to the right of him. Yeah, just to these.
The guy who ran away from you?
Yeah.
I wasn't done. That was rude for you to run away.
Stop screaming!
15 to hit.
15 hit.
Yeah. That'll be 5 damage.
Is to number 12. Number 12 has been killed by Albus.
Yay!
Just swings and wallops him.
Oops.
Oopsie doodles. Next up is the slightly stronger warrior types of the Legion. And 2 more have just ran onto the scene from that small room to the northeast. They have finished their turn. That one's done. That one's done. We've got one who is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. He takes the lift up to the upper section. He has advantage on his attacks and has very strong cover if you're trying to shoot him. And he tries to shoot at Catherine, but she ducks underneath the catwalk just as he's about to. And then he curses, but then a big cat comes running up behind her who is exposed, and he's going to take a shot. His range is good, and he is attacking with a 11.
Nope. Gonna use a stunt dice here.
Oh, what's this one gonna do?
This is a return fire, so when a creature misses me with a ranged attack, I can use my reaction and make a single ranged weapon attack against the target, adding the dice to the attack roll.
All right. He's got heavy cover.
Jesus Christ. Damn it. 14.
14 impacts the railing and not him. Is that 3 misses in a row for Kolsch?
He's like only rolling
And
threes.
Devin's hit everything that
Right now, Albus
the
thinks,
world got
I
mad.
suck up your bad
Precision is a fickle bitch.
Albus being the new guy to the bunch thinks Devin is like the kick-ass
I don't even need you guys.
Norris of the group.
Why is this Kolsch guy here?
Oh. The other guy who's on the far right raised section, he takes a shot at Albus, and he has advantage due to the height, but you do have light cover, so add 2 more to your armor class.
Okay.
Which is crazy. And his chance to hit, though, is irrelevant. Another critical hit has been delivered to Albus. Wow. You have been hit.
Ow!
For
Playing
8
with the big boys
points
now.
of piercing damage. There's this long-range shot.
8 was the count.
8 slices into
He was,
Albus.
what, 16?
Yeah. He's still doing fine. He still has more hit points than you do.
Yeah.
What's your blood look like, Albus?
What? It's
It's gas.
it's pretty dark. It's blackish. Yeah, dark crimson, very very dark.
All right.
Black.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely very, very dark.
Kolsch, you were shot at by a shotgun dude 15 feet away. You shot at him and missed. You ran away. You're still within 15 feet. He's been aiming at you, and he is going to try to kill you. His shot is a 19 to hit.
That hits.
He hits with bonus damage at this short range of 6 piercing as buckshot is blasted against you. Correction. Ignore all of that entirely. He is going to do a burst buckshot since the two of you are very close together. I need you guys to make burst saving throws. It's at the top of your character sheet.
Ooh.
Top of your character sheet. You and Catherine. Yeah, you guys are right next to each
So
other.
we add the bonus save.
Yeah, the plus bonus.
What am I looking for?
Big number right at the top. Big.
That one. Oh yeah, no, like 7.
So, okay, Kolsch.
Natural 20.
Woo! Kolsch, you take 1 point of damage and absorb all of the damage going to Catherine. And none of it, the rest of it goes through whatsoever. You totally shielded her.
Aw, thanks,
Yeah.
man.
And I'm going to move you
Anytime.
right to there.
Oh, did I? Oh, I did move. Okay.
Nice save. The guy's pissed. He is pissed. That was his big play.
Pissed as the kitty cat.
Devin, you're up.
Devin will just very simply extend his hand, and a force bolt will go towards the guy that just did that burst shot at
Okay.
Kolsch and Catherine.
All right, he's got some decent cover.
Probably will miss 13.
Force bolt misses. Any movement?
Sorry, 14.
Still misses. Still misses.
Yeah, I'm going to move to the elevator there to the north where the catwalk is.
Spend 1 additional movement to go up when you're on it.
Yep. So I will just be on the
On the
plate.
catwalk.
Augie.
On the catwalk.
Okay. How
Two
far
finger
up
guns on
is
the
Devin
catwalk.
on this catwalk?
He is 25
I'm too
feet
sexy
up.
for my finger gun.
25 feet up?
You just screw up your play.
A little bit.
Sorry.
That's all right. It's your health. I might be able to pull it off, though. Diagonal 3 up and right. I think there. I have a 30 range. Would this be effective? At
I'd
that
say
range?
that's close enough.
That's a close enough. Boom, boom, boom. What's the range to Albus?
10, 20. You're not quite.
Could I still pull off 30 if I move one further up or move over?
No.
That's No.
No, I'm gonna do it from here. Okay, so August spend some time punching away at some virtual data inside his suit helm, if you will. Everyone else's, except for Albus, sees little diagnostics start to go off in their suits as automated injectors go off inside your suits that Augie has been tinkering with.
Oh God! Why?
It saves the charging distance. You just feel little needles. Ow!
I'm starting to like the pain.
Devin, Kolsch, and Catherine experience 5 points of healing.
Nice.
Thank you, sir.
Good job.
Another.
Catherine, you feel invigorated.
All right, I'm gonna look behind me and see there's that guy chilling, and I am going to try to hit him with my heavy pistol.
What?
That seems unlikely. 12.
Is a hit.
Ooh, the best. I love this pistol.
That's what he said too.
Ooh, and I hit him for 9 points of damage.
9 points to that guy. He has not been hit yet. He is alive and says, "You will pay."
Unlikely, and then I'm gonna run. I'm
Unlikely.
gonna run under, like, as far underneath the catwalk as I can, which I think is just as far as it goes.
All right, Kolsch, you are after her.
Man, I feel like
Yeah, I'm gonna just eye this guy and just so angry at everything right now.
oh my God!
I continue to be
It's like
very,
the
very
7-3
angry.
He's rolling.
Wow. Who are you shooting at, by the way? That guy?
The guy to the left of me.
All right.
Borrow a D20 for me or something?
You blast the wall next to him. He cocks his weapon, his little shotgun, with one hand, a la Sarah Connor, looks at you and says, "Run."
You gonna follow
I
him?
do not
You
run.
do not run?
Nope, I'm gonna stare him down and be like,
You should run
Buddy,
towards
come
him so he
on.
has
You
disadvantage.
can run towards him.
We got
Run
the big
towards him and
bad.
he
We
gets
gotta fight.
disadvantage.
That's true.
He's a
no,
peon.
because then I'll be a disadvantage. What did you say? I'm sorry. What
I
did,
was just yelling, like, we got a big bad guy to fight. Stop playing with that guy.
okay, I changed. I look at the guy and then I hear Catherine and I walk
That
over.
should put you out of point blank range, too.
Yeah, if you run east,
You'll take less damage from a shotgun
That's true.
when he does hit you, because it seems
All right.
I haven't been getting hit.
Line of plasma is burst from the big guy's weapon, spurts it out, and it splashes through and across the balcony, almost hitting several of his own men who were scattered out of the way. But Albus is caught in it. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Dex. save.
Dex,
What am I looking for?
a good number.
I got a 9.
9 is not a good number. You only take 7 points of plasmatic toasty damage.
Jesus.
And you get to go.
Ow!
That's long. That's like 80, 120 feet. That's really long.
All right, Albus does. He should be able to in one move diagonally get to
This
directly.
dude?
Yeah, that's me, but I'm not going that way.
Oh, good.
I'm going directly to the right of Catherine, underneath the catwalk. Nope, keep going. Up one. There we go.
You got like crazy. You can run.
Hey guys!
Oh, are you with us down below, or did you
Yeah, yeah.
use the? Okay.
Nope, nope.
This is an
underneath.
important notification. You are at
11
not much
points.
life left.
Yeah, and
I'm
so
glad you're here.
Try
so that's
not
my
to.
move. I say hi guys, and then I just touch myself, and you see
Whoa.
out of. Not like that. It's not.
Touch myself.
It's not.
What did we do to Jillian?
It's not pee time.
finally got comfortable.
The other question is, what have I opened up?
I just touch myself, and out of the port, you see spray. All these.
I take it back.
You see these nanites just begin to spray out and cover me all over the place, and I heal 15 points of damage.
What?
You gotta tell your healers this.
Never mind. I was prepping something for you.
I was like, how am I gonna run over? No.
Are we ready to go get this bad guy?
I just watched.
Get him, little big buddy.
Little Big Buddy? Is that his new name?
I just watched a biomechanical flute.
LBB, that's me.
All right. And you're done with your turn? Please say yes.
And bonus action defensive zone defender, whatever. Zone defender.
That takes a bonus action?
Yep.
All right. Where are you? You went up to that dude. Oh. How did you get up there?
No.
No, he's down
underneath.
below with
You're
us.
okay.
Down below.
That is a wall.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well.
we can't walk through there?
No, the balcony section.
You
is-
can.
That's a solid little tower, if you will.
Okay, well, that changes my tactic. Yeah, I'll stay right there. So I'm right south of Catherine.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right. Distant guy shooting at Devin from far balcony to far balcony. It's about 110, 115 feet away. Devin, you have partial cover with some of the railings that are up there. He blasts at you twice with an 11 and a 14
11 will miss. 14 will hit, but
with a +2 to your armor class.
14 still hit, but it's actually going to miss because Devin will cast his force shield. I only need to roll a 1 on a 1d6
All
in
right.
order for it to miss. Let's just roll it for funsies. I rolled a 1. So that'll miss. Devin kind of like almost like offhandedly just like flicks his
Flicks it
hand
away.
at the thing, and it like just causes it to
right.
ricochet off.
Another one is going to take some. Can he take a shot? Boy, you guys are taking some good cover this time. He is going to move up over there.
Learned our lesson slowly, but effectively.
He's moved around, not through it as it
Everybody,
shows.
single file.
Yeah.
And the other guy is moving around the fire towards this side. He's moved around. Done. There is a guy who is up above the trio of you. So there's 3 little towers. The 3 of you have all gathered underneath this little bridge section above you. It was really narrow. Catherine and Kolsch are completely protected by it. Albus, you go a little bit too far. You're not protected by it. You look right above you, and there is a dude who is firing twice right upon your head. He has advantage due to the height difference. And has rolled a total of 20.
That hits.
And a total of 21.
Damn. That hits too.
You have been blasted for 3 points of piercing and 2 points of piercing. Not heavy damage.
So he did it a double attack, or did he do him?
Double attack.
Quit spitting on me.
Now, let's go back to Kolsch's arch nemesis. Stirs shotguns a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He is going to run. He knows his boss and what he's capable of, so he stays underneath the catwalk as well. Runs right up to Kolsch and blasts you with the shotgun, where he will get nice double damage if he hits. 10. Nothing. In addition, you see 2 more of the smaller warriors. They leave that room to the northeast and they start running towards some hallways off the east side.
That is not good.
Devin, you're up.
Devin will head along the catwalk heading east, so he's standing over the guy that's underneath it,
All right, you're up above.
and he's just going to lob a force bolt down on him.
You can't see him.
I can't lean over.
It'd be too weird.
Oh, okay.
Five,
There's this
10,
guy
15,
just
20.
being a
Yeah.
real dickhead.
Yeah, I guess that's the guy that I'm going to... How far away am I from the leader guy?
From the leader, from there?
Yeah.
You got some long-range goodness planned?
Maybe.
Looking at 120.
I mean, I can reach him.
With my mind.
I can reach him.
I can't.
Okay. I will cast a 9. Hopefully this is the big major battle because I'm going to be pretty useless after this.
It's exactly 120.
Yeah. So Devin is going to eyes glow blue. He swirls his hand around. A little black ball forms, and he just lobs it out at the guy that is on the catwalk with him.
Oh, okay.
And he's casting distortion. With a total of 20.
All right. He has light cover from some of the railings that still hit.
And he will do 19 points of damage.
What type of damage?
Force.
Force?
Singularity pops into existence and eats him up a little bit.
All right. This is one of the bigger warriors. This is one of the first time these guys have been hit. He takes the brunt of the damage, drops, but then pulls himself back up to his feet and is still alive, but is messed up.
Which one did you hit?
The guy up on the catwalk.
Right above
there.
the
Yep.
majority
Both of
of
these
your group.
guys are on the catwalk.
Nope.
Nope. The other guy's down below the catwalk. The guy closer. Yeah.
Augie.
That guy. Yeah.
Yeah,
The guy.
that's both the.
Yeah.
August, from here, stepping forward 1, and then firing a short little burst out of his wrist at the guy right there that everyone has been paying mind to. And this is a 15.
To which guy? I'm sorry.
This
I didn't
guy?
see.
The guy.
Kolsch's enemy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a hit.
That is a hit.
He has 5 hit points left.
Get him out.
I
of here.
do 3.
All right.
Slow and painful. That's how it is. However, he does not gain the benefit of any cover.
Yeah, he's beyond cover at this point. He's just
committed.
determined to take Kolsch down. Catherine.
Okay, I'm gonna look at the guy up above, and I'm gonna say, all these people right in a row, and you can't manage to hit a single one of us. How pathetic. And I'm gonna wicked insult him.
With a charisma saving throw? An 8.
Yeah, I do D4 psychic damage. That's 4.
4. Psychic damage has been taken.
Is he still alive?
He is this guy. He has 2 left. 2 left.
All right, if that's the case, then I am going to yell at my team, don't clump up, and I'm going to, where's this?
We don't like the word clump. It's just.
And I'm just going to try to get as far over here as I can, realizing I'm going to be exposed. But yeah.
And what else was the effect of your?
Oh, he's got disadvantage on his next attack roll.
Okay,
We're like right there.
Yeah.
Kolsch.
Yeah, I gotta get this guy. I might cry if I don't. The contact somewhere. Hey, natural 20.
That's what you wanted it on. This guy's got 2 hit
2 hit points left.
2 hit points, so 18 points of damage.
All right.
You'll never.
Yeah.
Turn into a Murloc.
I just blow his chest apart. Just
Oh.
right.
Oh. Hi, Augie.
All right. And any movement on your
Yes,
part?
sir. I'm gonna charge right over. I'm just gonna move right here.
All right. So where's here?
Right where I'm at.
You can go up. Do you want to go up the top?
For the purposes
just-
of people listening to a radio show.
Yeah, sorry. I'm moving down a little bit to still have pretty good cover, and then my plan
Obviously.
is to hit the elevator up
Okay.
on my next turn.
Got it. The leader with the nasty plasma dripping thing turns to the 2 smaller warriors that are evacuating the battle area, and he says,
For the Legion!
and he leaves the device he has and runs and charges into the fray. He goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, 35. He cannot cross that area, and he charges in
Oh, hi.
He's got this battle harness he's got on. He's got this weapon ready to just do a lot of damage, and he is charging in and ready, but he just can't get quite to Catherine to do anything quite yet.
This weapon, he didn't just remove it from the tripod.
No. Sorry, Albus, you can go.
Albus.
There's tartar control.
Tartar sauce. Albus is going to see that happen and just meet him face to face. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
So
30.
rounding the north end of the
And using a bonus
Catwalk
action, enter zone defense.
Okay.
Hey, where you going, big guy?
And that was a move, or do you have an action left?
I think that was I think that was move.
That was move. All right, you are face to face with this guy, and in between you is this. It's not a big cut through the ground. You can see he did that maybe with his initial tests with his weapon early on. It's maybe a 4-foot gouge through, so you can easily cover it. It just slows you down a little bit. All right. The stronger Legion warriors, they're called Legion Sectas.
Legionnaires.
Are going to go. One has been on that rightmost raised tower. He moves just a couple feet and is going to shoot at Catherine because there's a little bit of cover his boss is providing to Albus. He's going to shoot at Catherine. He has advantage from this height and got a 17 on Catherine. You have been hit for 6 points of piercing. Shot echoes out. How many hit points do you have left?
I've got 13.
All right.
And I just am so thankful right now for Augie and his creepy devices.
The other one that's been circling around the northeast around some fire and smoke, he kind of steps out of the smoke a bit and is going to take a shot at Albus. You have partial cover with +2 to your armor class.
Okay.
He shoots, checking the range. Yeah, he's got his lob blaster. He fires away with a 16.
No.
God dang. Cannot get through your armor. His friend has any kind of shot. Where's Augie?
way in the back.
His friend is going to move just a foot. He's also behind some smoke. This guy's at the far right side. He's going to take a long-range disadvantage shot at Augie and try and blast you. This may be the longest shot ever attempted. A 21 or a 7, your choice, Augie.
I'll take the 7.
He shoots and hits the space glass ceiling above.
175 feet, by the way.
Okay, yeah. Let me double check. Yeah, he's got 240 range maximum.
Wow.
Okay, and last but not least is the one who is hanging on, who is above, and he is moving over to the side and is going to rain hell down on Catherine. Disadvantage, though, which comes to a straight with him because he has advantage from being above. Stupid human! And he shoots with a 7. I
just look at him and wink.
Down.
Can't quite get the angle.
That guy is... Where the heck is that guy? Oh, that guy's dead. Devin, you're up.
Devin will move ahead to the end of... heading east to the end of the catwalk there before the...
Platform?
Yep, before the platform. And we'll cast a force bolt
At whom?
at the guy
Right
who
next.
has his full back towards me, looking the guy up on the
Right here.
catwalk. Yeah.
You
Section 9.
cannot see him from that angle. He needs to be
that?
near that edge. The
He's
left
up
edge.
on the catwalk.
Oh, you are? I'm so sorry. You're good. You're good. You're good.
Yeah. And his back is fully to me at this point in time. And he's looking down.
I would normally not allow this, but he was totally looking down and committed to Catherine, so you get advantage. Sweet. Good point.
19 to hit
19 hits the guy with 2 hit points remaining.
or 2 hit points.
I need
It's not about
Catherine.
waste.
Watch out.
Catherine, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as the railing kill has just happened right above you.
17.
17, you just casually step aside as this guy splatters on the ground behind you.
Does he
He's
leave?
on fire.
Does he leave a char mark?
Yes, he will leave a char mark.
And he's
Augie,
difficult terrain.
You're up.
August has all the stuff is preempted.
Left you behind.
Yeah, no doubt.
Sorry, buddy.
That's all right. That's all right. I think the best option for me is to also get up on the catwalk. However, I will take the lift in front of me. So I will run, if I can get there.
You can get there and up.
Well,
Is it an action to use?
It's an action. No, it's an extra move to go up.
extra move.
Just
Okay,
5
so
feet to go
50
up.
right there, so
50, 60. Yeah.
All right,
I'm on top.
Catherine.
I'm going to look at the guy that just came from the plasma ray,
The big guy.
the big guy, and I'm going to say, oh, good, you finally came to play. Now cower and repent.
That's who you remind me of. God, I've been waiting for it. The creepy widow from System Shock 2.
Oh,
No idea what that is.
you neither.
The important
I have-
takeaway from it is the creepy.
Creepy frog, yeah.
not you're not talking Shodan. You're talking the wife things.
The wife.
Oh, those were creepy.
Where she went up and down in her voice and was like, "We're gonna watch you die."
Yeah.
And I was like, okay.
All right.
Exactly 2 people
Know what we're
are
talking about?
enjoying this.
Like one
But they
listener
are
is like,
happy. They are so happy.
That's par for the course, though, in our show.
Our listener.
and I'm doing cower on him. He's got a wisdom save.
A wisdom save.
And then
Oh, no.
I've got
He says your stupid taunts mean woo, and I got a 9.
Then he takes 11 points of damage
What type of damage?
and must immediately use a reaction if available to move as far away from me as possible.
Oh, yes.
That's a combo you just set up. What kind of damage did you just do?
Psychic.
Psychic, 11 points.
And so I'm assuming that also gives our wonderful new friend some reaction. Some
Does it, though?
opportunity.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It says normally they don't run into deliberate flames and pits, but I would totally allow this. He turns his back to you, Albus, and runs. Your zone defender ability kicks in. You get an opportunity attack.
Hey, where are you going?
And as he begins to turn and run away, Albus takes a big old swing with a 20. Actually, 22.
22 smashes him from behind.
For 9 points of damage.
What type of damage?
Bludgeoning.
He does, however, hold up his left arm, which also has some of that reinforced armor, and you smash that armor apart, and he cuts your damage in half, round down.
I'm gonna use Infused Strike. When you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack using your weapon link, which I am,
Yes.
you can expend 1 tech slot to deal radiant damage to the target in addition to the weapon's damage.
It works. Nice. Roll the damage right now.
So we're
Cool.
gonna do
Big hit.
an additional 11.
Points of what damage?
Radiant.
Radiance.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy just got.
That was a huge hit. You smash through his shield, it's gone and shattered, and bright light blinds him. He's continued to flee in a panic, now more from that than anything else, and he's running 40 feet to the east. Great job, Catherine and Albus.
Want to move?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna try to get across the rift but like under the catwalk. I think it's difficult terrain to go across.
That's not her. That's
That
the
is not.
That's the token.
That's the dead guy.
There's a bug in the code,
Yeah.
and it takes an additional 5 to go through that.
Yep.
Okay, Kolsch, you're up.
I'm going to move right here.
Chasing
on
after Catherine.
Catwalk and take aim and fire at the
The big guy?
boss man. With a 13,
13 tags him.
10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. He turns and holds up his shield, and you just hit him in the arm instead. He has no shield. And 10 points of damage is delivered. He is still alive.
God, this round he's taken like
So much.
37 points or something.
Yeah, over 30 points.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He returns right back.
Wait a minute.
Or does he? Is there a roll you have to make, or is he just run away that one moment?
It says he uses that.
Just his reaction.
Yeah, just his reaction.
Okay. He charges back in, finding the courage.
I get to use my zone defender
And
again.
only when he leaves, not when he enters.
Just says moves.
Well, maybe. Read it for me.
That'd be sweet.
Scare him away again.
You can make opportunity attacks without using your reaction, and you can use your reaction to make a melee attack against a creature that moves more than 5 feet while within your reach.
That is possible. Holy cow! He charges up. He's got this cool blasting area of effect, and as he raises up this weapon to unleash a big burst around him, this big electric hammer thing
Oh, hi again! 21 to hit
hits.
for 9 damage.
Is a hit for 9 damage. Nice.
Does
Now your
radiant thing
reaction
go
is
up?
used up.
Oh,
Now
okay.
my reaction is used, yeah.
Nice. 9 to that guy.
Dang.
He
The
is
Legion
a
is not smart.
bloody mess. However,
He's still.
before he goes down, he blasts out in all directions, and every creature within 10 feet, which is 3 of you, need to make a burst saving throw. Your target number is a 14 or higher.
18.
11.
11.
All right.
But you guys get your bonus though, right?
No, it was with
My bonus is only
Okay.
1.
And each of you take a brutal 11 points of piercing damage.
18.
Chili, it's 18. You take half that damage. However, your friend Kolsch and Kolsch and Albus take 11 and are blasted prone to the ground as well.
Is it round up, round down damage?
Round down.
Round down.
I did something!
All right.
You call that a roar? As I'm laying the ass over tea kettle.
Albus, you're up.
What?
Albus, you're up.
I am?
Yes.
All of your attacks so far have just been
I
opportunities.
know, they've been reactive.
All right, so I used half my move to stand up.
By my math, you have 8 hit points left.
7.
7.
7?
7.
Yeah.
It's 2
I'll
to
give you
1.
less.
7. Yeah, because I was down 1 coming into this battle
Okay.
from being hit by the ship earlier.
Yes. I thought you shrugged that off after a bit, but whatever.
No, I haven't had time. I stand back up and say, "That was really cheap." And I roll a natural 1.
A natural 1.
Oh, God. I'm going to get hit, aren't I?
With a natural 1, you swing and hit the guy for 1 point of damage, which in turn causes his attack to go off and shoot at Catherine prematurely. It happens.
So many jokes.
It happens to all the Legion Warbringers. Catherine,
First time I see a female human.
you are being shot with a 24
It's.
for 10 points of piercing damage.
Ooh, boy. I'm still up.
Whoa!
Am I? Wait.
You left.
1,
Are you?
2,
I
3, 4, 5.
I'm counting you as 2 over.
Oh, yep. No, I'm down.
The shot you triggered, all this blasts away at essentially, he was shooting you and you knocked his weapon aside, but it catches Catherine, who's right next to him instead.
Alice says,
Can't heal you if I'm dead, dude.
There's a guy up top right guy. He takes a shot at Albus with, and you've got light cover, sir, because the warmonger guy is in the way. He has advantage, though, being up high. He's making 2 rolls. He's got an 18 to hit. You have +2 with cover.
"No,
That's a miss?
that's a miss."
All right. There's another guy going. He is also going to shoot at... no, he is actually going to try and get a kill. He steps further out from the smoke to the north The warmonger is blocking your body a little bit, Catherine, but you are being shot at by the Legion Secta to the top right. He is firing right now and got a 23 to hit.
Oh, isn't he at disadvantage because she's prone?
24.
I tried.
2.2 saving throws gone?
Is that
No,
just one?
just one.
Just one. Okay.
Boom, you take one death saving throw failure. There is another guy behind some smoke. He doesn't have any great targets. He is going to move a little closer.
Now, on this, am I tallying the negatives that she's going into?
No, she's just a zero,
okay.
just like
making
D&D.
sure.
And the two warriors at the top right run off to the east down a corridor.
It can't be good for us.
And Devin, you are up.
Devin will move forward east on the catwalk, 10, 25 feet.
On top of Kolsch.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
And then he will cast a force bolt down onto the leader guy.
What is going on?
Catherine is now a
map-
smudge.
Yeah, the battle map, Catherine's icon has now been replaced.
So
with this,
rude.
She is difficult terrain.
I'll show you who's difficult. Terrain.
So what's going
I
on?
am firing unleashing a force bolt onto the leader that is standing
Oh, all right.
before Albus.
You have advantage.
Right. Ow. 12 to hit.
Strikes him.
Wow. He doesn't have very high armor class.
The whopping 2 points of damage.
2 points. He is looking really, really bad. Let me check. 2 points. Ah! I'm alive.
That makes me sad.
Augie, you have caught up to the group, huffing and puffing.
Everyone keeps moving just a little bit further.
I'm in the battle. I'm here. Wait, guys. Oh, come on.
Again, Mickey Mouse.
Yeah. All right. Let's do this then. August advances behind Devin.
Okay.
I guess you're still on the catwalk?
Yeah, he is. I
on the
just
catwalk.
placed him because
That makes
he's
sense.
on top of me.
All right.
I'm on top of Kolsch.
There's again some remote control stuff going on inside the helmet. You see Augie jerking around in his suit, and everyone's or some people's life support gear starts pinging away, and stuff begins to happen. However, it begins to happen at a much more advanced level as a rank 2 version of this goes off.
Ooh.
It doesn't double the number of people, which I think it should, but it does increase the power.
Oh,
of
I know
this.
the one you're doing.
And let's see, that is 6, and the rank is 2. That's 8. So
8 hit points?
8 hit points to Albus, Catherine, and Kolsch.
Nice.
Thank you so much.
Catherine, your eyes blink. You start to regain consciousness, and it is your turn. He just saved you from having to roll. Nice timing on that heal.
Okay. I will figure out. 16.
But you just believe it's your life support that did it.
I blink awake, and
You were unconscious. You're prone right next to this big warrior dude.
yeah, am I at a disadvantage if I try to shoot him from prone?
Yeah. Not from prone, just being next to him.
Just being next to him. Okay. I'll be like, God, that wasn't even that forceful. I'm still up, and wicked insult him.
All right. That's a charisma saving throw he makes.
Uh-huh.
I don't believe your lies. It hurt a lot. He rolled a total of 0. I believe it all.
Only 1 point of damage.
How would you like to take this guy down?
Oh my gosh. I want to say it with so much force and anger that he takes a step back and he falls into this rift.
Oh,
and
the
hits
little
his head.
rift? Crumples ignobly and dies a death he never would have imagined having in his life.
He just gets startled that you're even alive.
And then I'm going to get up and I'm going to run just 3 more spots down the catwalk area. Yeah. And like rush myself off and look up at Augie and give him a wink he can't see.
Nice. Kolsch, you just saw Catherine pull off some
You get a little
some interesting beating and beating delivered.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump up. And then I can move right there. I'll jump across the little rift thing.
And that's it?
No.
Partial cover to the southeast and no cover to the top guy.
Yeah, I'll shoot at the top guy.
All right.
With a natural 20.
Nice, about time.
That's the way to do it.
14 points of damage.
All right. He blocks a bunch of that with his shield that shatters and takes only half that damage. His shield is now gone. Albus.
Move me right there. That should be 60. Yep. And zone defender.
Running way down to the southeast dude. Zone defending in case he comes within range. There's a guy who's been on the right side for the longest time, peppering the area. He tries to shoot at Catherine, but can't go and get an aim. He definitely tries to shoot at Kolsch, but can't get an aim. You guys are underneath the railing. Then just raises his weapon up slightly and
That is a mistake.
shoots at Devin. You will pay for this, he says, motioning, cocking his head down to the ground, down. Talking about my buddy, the one in the trench, Larry. You will pay for Larry.
Pay for Larry.
And he fires with a natural 20 for Larry and criticals Devin.
Oh no. We're all like, bye, Devin.
I have run so many criticals, and he blew it and rolled a 1 and a 1 plus 1 is 3 points of damage.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Larry. Oh.
That is pathetic.
Oh my God, critical damage, and it's 3. That sucked. Kolsch, you
Still 20% of your life.
Squishy.
Kolsch, you wounded that dude. He's going to take some cover behind that. So he's going to take a shot first, and then he'll take cover. He's shooting at you,
So he's
Kolsch.
taking cover behind the fire and shooting through the fire?
He's going to shoot first, and then
Okay.
hit 17. Is that a hit or not?
Well, it is, but I'm contemplating.
Life? Reasons
Yeah.
why you're here? Career choices?
Being a furry.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay, you take a 6 points of piercing damage as you are hit deep in the shoulder, left shoulder. And Albus, you've got a Legion Secta, one of the larger warriors. He falls back 5, 15, 20, 25, 30. He falls back and shoots as he goes. Get away! And shoots at you, choking to death.
It's all the fire and smoke.
14.
Nope.
Misses. Devin.
Devin will move forward on the catwalk 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, a full 30 feet. And will just swirl his hand, and the force bolt will appear, and he'll cast it out at the guy.
Right there. I'm
On
giving
the
him
catwalk.
no cover from any of the thin railings now.
Right. 17 to hit.
Hits.
Dang, 2 points of damage.
2 points.
I need a different D10.
That is the first time he's been wounded. Augie.
Let's see, from here. That's range from my position to the guy in the north fire.
The top right, that is 40. 35.
35 will work from there. Taking a shot. And an 18.
18, I'm giving a little bit of a cover bonus to the smoke, but you still hit.
You know, the smoke would part anyway because of the shot style.
That's the electrical surge
Electrical. And 4 points of damage.
again. 4 points. He's been hit a couple times. Catherine.
His cover also no longer protects him.
Oh, the smoke is
Yeah.
totally parted for the
Just
moment.
clears out.
Just for your attack? Or
No,
for anybody.
till
For the next attack.
round. Not the next attack, or the next till the end of your next turn.
I think it says next attack.
It's a big difference
I will check
because he's got a couple people eyeing him. I think right now.
until the start of my next turn.
Yeah. All right, Catherine. How many
Okay.
hit points do you have, Catherine? Curious.
8.
Okay.
I'm not nervous.
I'm not nervous. You're nervous.
And you also have 1 level of exhaustion.
Yep, 1 level exhaustion. Got it. So who's the guy that we can now see better? Is the guy at the top?
To the north. Yep.
Yeah. All right. Well, then I'm gonna shoot at him with my heavy pistol.
Yeah.
Call it the little cat.
Ooh, and that's a 25.
Hit.
Wow.
How did you roll a 20?
Yeah.
Okay, is it not +7 to hit?
I don't think
Plus
so.
7 for me.
It might be something else. I hit it. Got an 18.
You rolled an 18?
I rolled an 18.
And then you add your dexterity and proficiency modifiers.
+4 +2 6 +6 to hit.
Wow, she is dexterous.
Wow.
Yeah. So 24 to hit.
All right, that's impressive. It's a hit.
She's better at pistol than math.
Ooh, and I rolled an 8 +2.
Oh my
10.
10 points of damage. This guy also drops.
Yeah.
I am really deadly this time. I'm really pissed.
Pistol is.
I love this
Serving you
pistol.
Yeah.
All yours. I'm crossing it out. You can't take it back
I
after
know.
all of the kills you've done.
What's the range on that?
50 to 250.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
It's a 250?
Is my
No.
Yeah.
For the pistol?
Yes,
Heavy
sir.
pistol.
The heavy
Heavy
All right, Coach, you take your turn while I check the rules.
I wrote it down here.
That sounds way over the top. Go ahead.
Well, shit.
I love it. I'm stroking it. I'm just like,
I'm doing my one phone a friend on this one. Pistol.
10, 20. Pew, 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 pew. I'm gonna go right here.
The heavy
And,
pistol range is exactly what you said.
And I'm gonna shoot at this guy that is gonna have a mountain in front of him in a minute.
Which guy?
Oh, this guy down below
Down
here.
east.
Down here.
Oh, that Albus has been charging?
Southeast,
Yeah.
yeah. So before there's a mountain in front of him that I can't shoot through. A total of 20.
Okay.
9 points of damage.
All right. That's his first hit. Albus, you can go. There's 2 guys left.
Yep, Albus heads straight towards the guy that was running from him and says, "Hey, what's in that room up there?"
He looks that way. He doesn't respond.
Okay.
hey, I thought you were trying to get him to look that way.
I'm trying to talk to you.
And he rolls a 23.
Do you smack him with a hammer?
Yeah,
All right.
with 8 points of damage.
8 points. You do brutal hit to his leg and cripple him, but he's still standing, but his movement's cut in half. His other friend, though, is up top on the right side, and he charges Devin on the balcony, and he reaches out and grapples with you. James Kirk's sci-fi cheesy wrestling style up on the balcony. We need to do athletics versus athletics, please.
Oh, I should probably roll a d20.
Yeah, try that.
Was it higher before?
6.
It was higher with the D8.
You rolled a 6.
Yep.
On the catwalk, his foot catches some weird little hole and he collapses and falls prone before you with a natural 1.
That
What?
was not good for you.
His
You take all the credit for it.
force trip.
I made you do that.
The guy right next to you, Albus, down on the ground, he is shooting with disadvantage.
I like to think you
desperate.
do some sort of thing with your hand.
Of course I did. Absolutely. I make it like, I just like wave my hand as like it was muted.
21 and a 7.
All right.
7 misses. Devin, you're up.
Okay, so because he's prone, I have advantage.
If it's a
Because-
melee attack,
Okay.
he's getting up as we speak.
Can I kick him off the catwalk?
We can, make an attack roll.
Is this athletics?
This is not a melee attack roll.
Watch which way you're kicking off, please.
To the north. 6.
6. You just do 1 point of blunt dram damage to the guy.
You kick him in the ribs.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Augie.
August charges forward and move as far as he can to the end and beyond.
How do you move over? Can you just step over that
I
guy?
can step
I'm going to say
through
he
them.
absolutely can with his underfoot, his overfoot ability at this
Overfoot
point.
ability.
Under Devin, over
Yeah.
that guy.
You're on the far right tower section. You good? You done?
Okay, you threw off my kick.
Oh,
Catherine, you're up.
well, you threw off my little virtual stop the generators thing. All right, that's it for me.
I can't really do a lot. I'm gonna run as far as I can toward the remaining bad guy on the map.
There's 2, one above you and one.
Oh, there's that guy. Yeah, all right. Well, then I'm gonna pop out and not that close, but pretty close, and point my gun at him.
15, 20, you can get right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the guy that
Next to Albus.
Albus is
I love the
fighting.
huge amount of faith that everybody has of the guy that I have in melee range. Help
All right.
Albus.
You
I'm sure it's fine.
force tripped him.
We're just kicking those guys' asses up there, no problem.
Albus is by himself, and I'm gonna have my heavy weapon, my heavy pistol at the guy.
Go for
You got Kolsch there, you got Augie there. You
Don't
calm
roll a
down.
1, please.
Well, that's not great. That's a 10.
10 is a miss. Kolsch. You're near the bottom of that tower.
Yep.
You're also going to abandon Devin.
Well, I'm below. I can.
Yeah.
I'm not. He's prone. I can't. There's no way I can make a shot.
Isn't it graded?
Yeah, you could try. He'd have you have disadvantage.
Meh.
No, I
Okay.
have full faith in Devin. I'm not even abandoning him. I have full faith
Have
in him.
faith, Devin. We have faith in you.
Devin will meet us back at the
I'm
ship.
gonna go right there.
No, he
gonna
won't.
go-
Devin, meet us at the Citadel somehow. We have faith in you. They fly away.
I'm gonna go right there and I'm gonna shoot southeast towards the
Albus
dude
guy.
in front of Albus with a 10.
10 is a miss. You almost hit Albus. Speaking of which, Albus, you may go.
Albus looks at the guy.
The guy looks at you and says, "Don't zone defend. Please don't zone defend." Seriously, dude.
He looks at the guy.
I'm gonna ask you one more time. What's in that room?
Oh, he's not answering.
All right, so he takes another swing. That's a 21, 8 damage.
21 to hit.
Yeah.
Hits and 8 damage. He had exactly 8.
That's
I'll
why
never
he didn't answer.
you
That's
cave
right,
his
you
head in.
The room is full of.
All right, you win. May I join the province?
You gotta tell me before I'm in the swing, man.
He's gone. There is one guy left.
I'm gonna use
You can
my move to start running towards that room.
Okay. There is one guy left. He's up on the balcony next to Devin. He stands up.
You should surrender now.
He has his rifle. He throws it to the ground, a la the Indian guy from Predator. Takes off his vest, reaches down and pulls out a serrated knife.
Oh, jeez.
And cuts his chest for 1 damage and he dies.
And he lashes out at you with this violent knife.
Thanks for all the faith in me, guys.
He strikes twice.
Ooh, twice.
18 and 16.
18 will definitely hit. The 16, I will attempt my second force shield of the day.
Oh, you're
Nope, and I fail that, so I get hit twice.
You take 6 points of serrated slashing damage and 5 points of serrated slashing damage. Your robe, your brown robe, is hot.
So I have 5 hit points left.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I would help you if I could, but you're too far away.
I believe in you.
She says 10 feet away, moving to 11 feet and 12 feet. Devin, you are up, badly wounded, toe to toe. Who will survive?
This is just a game for August. He heals him just enough. Keep fighting.
Devin's like, please stop. One way or the other. Don't heal me. Or
I've got money on you. Come on.
Okay.
do another force trip. That worked before.
Yeah, it was great for me.
All right, what are you going to do? You got 5 seconds.
I am going to cast
2,
a source
1.
beam.
All right. The source beam?
The source beam, I am done.
This is his most intense power.
Is it bad that Augie's right behind
Yes.
Oh, no, never mind.
No. You can angle it from any corner.
There is...
This is a big, wide beam, Augie.
There is thunder without sound, and...
Wait, what is that?
It's a...
Sounds like 7th grade lame poetry.
Basically, anything that's like dust or anything.
Oh, okay.
Like the concussion is
Gotcha.
there. You just don't hear it. It's like as if you
can maybe feel it, but you can't hear it. And this is wide and long, right?
30 feet long and 5 feet wide. He must make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Why don't you just push him off?
We've tried that athletics check already.
A 9. He rolled a 9 dex save.
He will fail that and take 14 points of radiant damage.
14 points
See, we said had faith. Good job.
to this guy. And
It was Devin who caused
may
the
continue
damage
your description of how you take him down.
So basically, his whole chest just evaporates. There's this nice round hole where his sternum was. Going straight out the back. There's a little bit of sizzle and a crisp.
Finish him.
And he just falls off the. He just stands there for a second with his knife out, grinning, as he struck me twice, and then just falls over.
Can Augie high five you through the hole?
And Devin, you almost just got cut to shreds. And after you kill this guy, what do you say?
I told you should not do that.
All right. The solar array section is quiet except for the burning fires and the cries of the mortally wounded. You guys are pretty tired and beat up as well, if I'm correct. What are some of the hit points counts at?
5 for Devin.
Oh, what remaining hit points? Yeah.
I have 8 left.
Albus has 15 left.
Skullshot's 13.
Yeah, we're all
Okay.
a little on the low.
August has 23.
He's skipping around.
I'm gonna say, just Augie, is there anything that we can do to try to make this area a little bit less intense, and we can take a rest, hopefully?
I don't know how much time we have. We have those soldiers. I know I saw them marching away.
I'm worried
Running
too.
away.
Can we contain any of the problems happening in the solar array? And I'm gonna look at you and say, I know you can do it. I believe in you, and give you my last inspiration.
But it's your last inspiration, and I will use it on something foolish.
The next thing I do.
I'm really hoping the next thing you do is this thing.
I go down from the catwalk and look for the fire suppression system if it's available. Apparently, I have a thing.
You go
for
into
this.
that little control room to the northeast section where those 2 guys came running out of.
Yes.
Do me a favor, don't set it off until we're all out of the room.
You see there is a bunch of strange scorch marks. There's been some intense stuff being done in this small 10 by 10 space, but there is a fire suppressant area in here. You just need to make an engineering roll, just need to get a 9 or higher and you're good. But that means pulling the fire suppressant right now, disgorging tons of soft foam throughout this entire massive chamber.
Sounds amazing.
Am I seeing this as a problem for the biologics that are still in there?
Your friends are still in there. That's all you have, but it's up.
That's all I have.
That's all you know.
I guess the
But-
question is it toxic
Is it would it?
to human beings?
You can't fire their.
Well, if it's
can't see their
toxic
fire drill
humans.
plans, so you're not sure what it's rated at.
The fire plane is missing.
You don't need to use my inspiration until after you've rolled.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I do so. Pull the pin. Tink. And what am I rolling?
Engineering.
Engineering, 18.
18. With your huge engineering doctoral degree, you're able to pull the fire suppressant lever. And Devin, exactly what you didn't want to have happened happens as giant foam sprayers disgorge tons and tons of rapid foam just spraying down and pooling everywhere. The floor is slowly rising up in foam. Fires are being put out, smoke's dissipating, but everyone's feet and rising are covered up, now up to your ankles in white foam.
Son of bitch.
I found it.
Good job, bud.
I found another one.
Devin's heading as rapidly as he can to get out of the solar array.
All right, Devin's trudging through
To
this.
the east where the guys ran out.
Okay,
I'll follow.
all right.
Come on, Augie.
Albus?
Get out of here.
It's like Ready Whip in space.
Did we ever find out what's in that room?
Don't lick it.
A fire suppression system.
Fire
is all-
suppression.
was
August
all we
comes out.
learned.
His cheeks are packed with retardant material.
And he walks up and says, "Person,
I'm just smack his lips. But like, act Kolsch. I'm going to turn around and smack his lips at Kolsch.
Just be careful because you don't know what's going to disgorge.
Oh, grenade! And August trumps down into the stuff and waddles his way out towards the east entrance
Yes.
there.
I guess Albus goes that way.
I didn't hear anything what Kolsch is doing in all his downtime.
Cole's wanted to look at this weapon
Spinning around
that
in
he
circles.
was firing at us.
Oh, the big
Yeah.
tripod mounted thing? Okay.
Is it mobile at all?
It is not mobile at all.
Okay.
You check him for any tools or anything to disengage it, but it is big.
Oh, I did check him. Is there anything else of note? his
Yes,
person?
there is.
What?
His harness seems to be of some tactical use to you. You just need some sort of engineer or mystical person to spend some time with it, and they can tell you all about it.
Oh, okay. But I can take it with me?
Yeah.
I'm also going to yell, do you see any good armor on that guy?
Maybe. I don't know yet.
Plate mail in space. Who does this?
No,
Space mail.
There's no armor that'll value on the guy.
I'm also going to go up to Devin.
There's not? What? Oh, but the harness that I took?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just going to go up to Devin and be like, that was super impressive. Great job today. And while I clap you on the back, I'm going to give you a little field remedy. A little jolt there. Hold on. Oh, that's nice. That is, hold on. 9 points
Ooh.
of healing.
Thank you. I feel I did better than previous encounters, which I slept mostly through.
That is true.
Kolsch is the last one out of this room. There is some worried looks as there is this wall of foam that has formed over the door, and then the cat Volna Kolsch finally comes out, covered in head to toe, and shakes himself.
Oh, yeah.
This stuff everywhere.
Before he comes out of the door, right next to the door, you hear a thud. Like where he ran into it. You can't see through the foam.
It's just yowling and all pissed off.
Come here, buddy. It's okay.
What does that do to the solar array things, the actual solar arrays?
It had disabled all the built-up charge and stuff.
Okay,
within
good.
it, made them harmless. It did not in any way affect the engineering section far away. That timer's still going.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got a little clock in my suit. It's all.
Do you think you can use that inspiration the next 10 minutes on that engineering roll? Because bummer.
What's the plan?
All right, we're
Wait, we need a plan?
depleted, but we have to do something. I guess we gotta
Cafeteria, right? Get the...
and then maybe we can unjam some of the. Do you think we can unjam the
yeah.
communication? Try to get some reinforcements out here.
We can, but I'll need a team of engineers to disable the generators. It will still blow up. I can't stop that for.
I meant jamming the communication. Do you think we can call in more people if we unjam the communication that's happening, and then we can get more
Maybe.
engineers for you?
Maybe.
That would be my next goal. I know these people at the cafeteria are important, but if we can't get more people here, we can't help them.
They're wondering why there's foam spraying down on them right now.
August tramples off down the haughway after the individuals who left. I'm assuming there's only one way to go.
So you're heading wherever that goes.
Wherever that goes.
Okay. Augie's leaving in that direction. You guys following or got another plan?
I guess so.
Every time you follow him, weird things happen. Every time you tell him don't do something, weird things happen. Okay.
Part of this, no one told me not to do anything.
Yeah.
All right.
Short rest is 10 minutes.
Yep.
I don't think we have
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
time is not on our side.
You follow Augie down a corridor. It turns here or there a little bit. There isn't much of side corridors or to get lost, so you're pretty sure you're on the right track. There are a couple doors that are closed that you check briefly. There's small quarters. There's no one in there, no one hiding. And you keep going down this corridor. And suddenly, as you turn another corner, as has already happened in this station, there are a bunch of these Legion guys ready to unleash and cause chaos. I need all of you guys to make stealth rolls, please.
18 for Devin.
Augie, you have inspiration if you want to use it.
Yeah, I suppose since the time is...
Only if you need it.
Only if you need it.
When can you use...
Only if you need it. 22.
Before you roll. 22?
Yeah.
At disadvantage, I have a total of 20.
Because you're heavy armor.
Wow, really?
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
disadvantaged.
Oh,
Yep.
nice.
Your Sentinel Albus has heavy armor, but is not disadvantaged. The big bonus he has.
Yeah.
God, who are you?
18 for August.
All right.
6 for Albus.
Okay.
He prefers to be noisy.
The
Are we being quiet?
you guys are stealthing. You go to some little side area. There's a little side passage to get to another major artery of a corridor. You grab Albus, pull him out of the way. Some more of these guys come by. You're trying to avoid trouble as you're still so tired and exhausted. And enter a large room area and head towards some, it's kind of like a closed off 20-foot tall machinery type section with multiple entry points that you can hide behind. And you pull Albus in there so he doesn't attract any more attention. You look back the way you came and you can see some of those fellows walking, again, 50 feet away on the other side of some doors. You can see them, but they didn't spot you.
How many of them?
Maybe 8. 8 of them, I'd say.
We're down to what, 35 or so?
Albus
More than
is you are pushed against the wall. Someone's right there in front of you telling you shh. I don't know who that is, but someone I'm sure is. And Augie, you realize this chamber that you're inside of a larger chamber, like a mini section with some cordoned off doorways, is actually a drive to this station to help give it adjustments, maintain orbit, and make small corrections as necessary. And then you're kind of interested by that. You're looking at things, you go, oh, it's kind of interesting. However, Kolsch, Catherine, and Albus, to your horror, realize you have stumbled into the arrivals section.
Oh, goodness.
You need to look at that.
We should probably run.
Oh.
This is the arrivals. There are several big, wide airlock doors to the east. You might want to scroll out just to see the whole section there.
There's more.
Seth. You guys came from the west section. There are dozens and dozens of these Legion guys. There are 20, 30 or so of the Legate warriors. The stronger ones, there's at least 5 or 6 of those. And then there's 2 of the giant Warbringer guys. They're gathered around. There's even 5 or 6 of them not too far away from you as well, kind of near your drive section. You've got cover. No one can see you right now. And they're kind of not engaged. There's no fighting. They're just discussing. They're kind of milling about. Think of like normal day army guys that are just kind of just sitting around waiting. They're kind of just all sitting around and waiting for word as
Hurry
to
up
what's.
and wait.
So this is where all the rest of the ships are docked.
Those are big airlock ship things. Yeah, there's about 5 of them, 4 of them.
We should probably back out. There are dozens of them. We will not survive this. Albus, as quietly as you can. Okay. And we're gonna try to back out of this situation.
If we have to run to the ship. Yes?
Yes.
All right. All of you look at each other. The 4 of you look at each other and nod, and you all take half a step and wait for Albus to go first to see what really the true sound situation is about to be. Make a stealth roll, just Albus, please.
7.
7.
I'm running.
Listen to me, be quiet!
And you
It's quieter than last time.
You turn around and make some noise, accidentally pressing a button on a panel as you turn around, and it just sets off just a mini beep 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 sound. And everyone else can make some stealth rolls and see if you can help out poor Albus with this group stealth situation.
19.
Ooh, good.
Oh, wait, are we...
Stealth.
Is that something special for you?
8.
No, I'm at disadvantage.
Oh, you're at disadvantage, that's right.
Total of 20.
Okay. It really comes down to Augie right here to break the tie. Augie, if you get high, the group's fine.
You have an inspiration
If you get
if you
low,
need it.
the group's not good.
A natural 22.
A 22?
22.
Woo! You guys start to creep away. As you get, I'd say, maybe 15, 20 feet away. Who would be in the rear at that point? Kolsch, Albus, Catherine. You guys do a quick look back as you see one of the doors hiss open to the east side of the airlock section where the ships are at. One of the doors hisses open. You see that big smoky sterilization gas that blasts, to keep people clean as they come in and out. A bunch of the Legion stand up and they kind of look in that direction. They were not expecting any new arrival. And they look, and through the gas, through the little smoke stuff, wielding a pistol in each hand is Captain Valencia.
That was going to be
What? By himself?
He steps through and looks from the left side to the right side and sees 50 or so guys and doesn't see you guys because you're on the other side of this huge chamber. And he looks around, kind of has big eyes, and weapons start to cock all around him, and he looks doomed. And he says, "Prophets, attack!" 3, 4, 5, 10 prophets, 14 prophets come running out of that doorway and come spilling in. These are skilled veteran prophets. I mentioned there were a ton of ships that were docked back in the Citadel. They brought some quick on your heels.
Whoa.
They come racing in like crazy, and there is a huge carnage of battling and explosives going off. What would you like to do?
We're gonna keep creeping out.
Friendly fire.
All right, I'm gonna yell, Augie, see if you can get that door closed behind us and jam it so we don't get more people coming this way. And I'm gonna look at the first guy I can see and bring out negotiations, what I've named my heavy pistol,
All right.
and start heavy negotiating with that guy.
All right.
Heavy negotiations.
There are 5 dudes that are kind of in your vicinity. There's one to the south as well there, Seth. Keep going down just a little bit. Other way. Keep going. Just drag it. Middle mouse button. Does that work? There you go. So there's 3 of the warriors and 2 of the slightly stronger Legion Secta warriors are in the nearest. They see when Catherine starts yelling, you guys, and they start to engage with you guys. And we will roll some initiative with some exhausted heroes. Good luck, everybody.
Exhausted in a room full of 50 enemies.
Jeez.
Love it.
The slowest member of your team, the blocky, just elephantine, giant, heavily armored Albus goes first.
I'm ready.
That's an action.
He
Does things slow.
peeks around the corner there and sees this guy right here and heads right towards him. Put me 60 right in between those two folks.
You're charging straight out into the middle of chaos.
And zone defender.
Zone defending, sticking like glue.
Is there a south side? I just want to see if there's. I think I saw earlier there's nothing to the north, just a wall. Okay, south is there.
Devin, you're up. Number 2.
Sorry, I'm just calculating distances. Devin, let's see, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So the column that is to Devin's north, he will be to the west of that at the, west of, so not the column, but the wall. That's right there.
Sliding along that west wall,
that's where
hiding
he's
behind the
able to.
drive.
And he's going to peek out, and there's the 2 guys to the east there that he would have ranged attacks on.
All right, you have a smaller Legion Ledate and a larger Legion Secta.
Let's go after the Ledate.
Okay, so here, before you make that roll, here's where the stakes are at, everybody. You guys represent the Prophet Force. Your success determines their success. If you do well, they do well. If one of you gets knocked out, bad things happen to several of your allies. If one of you gets killed, really bad things happen to some of your allies. If you guys get totally beaten and get routed, the same thing just happens to all those prophets.
So no pressure.
Our TPK is going to be the TPK of an entire government.
Follow the Prophet.
Yeah.
Still don't want that door shut now, I don't think.
Can we do just bad enough that Valencia does? I mean,
I don't think they
All right, Devin, make your attack. Good luck.
Well, he might get some friendly fire.
What everyone doesn't know is there's a steadily advancing wall of foam coming down that corridor.
natural one.
A natural 1 from Devin.
So, like, a fifth of the people hit natural ones.
Devin, you get some strange feedback and you lose your Esper abilities for a round.
Okay. So that's like through next round.
Yeah.
Okay.
The smaller Legion Sectas
You only have 50 people to wait
get
for.
to go.
Sorry.
15, 20, 25, 30. The larger Legion Sectas get to go. The one on the south comes running up to the edge, and he's going to take a shot at Kolsch. And he is shooting his 2 attacks. Good luck, Kolsch. That is a 14 and an 18. To hit.
14 does not hit. 18. I'm gonna go ahead and just burn this last talent dice. So I'm gonna do a parry.
This is your stunt die?
Yep.
Parry.
When you're hit with a weapon attack, you can use your reaction to add the number of the rolled stunt dice to the AC for the incoming attack. If the attack still hits, I only take half damage.
Parry stunt.
And he's starting with a 16.
When you're hit with a weapon attack, use your reaction. Number to yeah, nice.
Come on, baby.
So my AC would be 21.
Is you block it entirely. Nice stunt roll.
Cool.
That's a good use of
2
that.
out of 3.
Next guy up is the one that wasn't too far away from where Devin was shooting. He hears some cursing coming from Devin's side, and he closes in down towards this orbital drive. So this orbital drive section, it's like a 50 by 40 room inside this giant room, but it's got segmented holes out of it. He's running up to one of these segmented holes and sees Catherine totally exposed and blasts away twice with his lob of blaster and gets a 14 and a 12.
1 hits.
Catherine is blasted for 4 points of piercing. You getting low.
She's at 50%.
It is Catherine's turn.
Catherine's going to look down, and she is going to just like give herself like a little tap on the face and be like, get it together, for a bit of a field remedy.
Healing yourself.
Healing myself. Because it seems there's a lot riding on us surviving. Oh, wow. And that was full. So 8 plus 2 or 3. 3. So 11 points healed. So I'm at a total of 15 now.
I thought you were at 12. I thought you were at half health. 12.
No, I had 4
no.
left.
She had 4 left. Half of the 8 that I had around.
Yeah, and then I'm going to just run I'm going to run behind that bigger block to the north.
To the north up there.
Yeah, and all the way up to
All the way up to the top left
parallel
side.
with Devon.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
One right here.
that way. Yeah.
Perfect.
Huge space.
All right, taking cover. Next up are the smaller Legion Ledates. There's one right next to Albus who charged boldly into the big open space. He is going to disengage. All right, so he steps back 5 feet and then turns around and blasts you with his shotgun. He will get double damage if he hits. And he rolls a 12. Nope, that's no good. The other guy draws his stratum blade, not wanting to deal with your crazy guarding. He can see you're going to stick to him like glue, and he strikes at you with a 12 to hit with the knife. These guys are having some trouble. Another guy comes running, 5, 10, 15. This is a Ledate up at the top. He runs, trying to get over to Devon, stops and sees Catherine out of the corner of his eye, and then runs down to Catherine, but that ends his turn. And it is Augie's turn.
August has a question. It's an engineering question.
Yes?
So the orbital drive.
Where you're surrounded by the controls of. Yes?
Do the prophets come equipped with magnetic boots?
Yes.
Does it look like the Ledates and the other legions, are they so equipped?
They are not equipped.
I would like to examine the possibility of stopping the rotation of the system drive.
Okay.
And negating the gravity on the whole platform.
All right. You've got to run if you can and get next to Kolsch. There's a computer control panel just to the south of Kolsch. Can you get there?
10, 20.
Just to the south?
Just right to the right there. You can. Yep. You race right over to Kolsch. You are at the computer screen there. You start typing away furiously. You actually need, we'll make a engineering roll.
Okay.
And you only need to roll a 14 or higher.
I should throw that inspiration die.
I can do it afterwards. That's a 14.
You flip the controls, you press some buttons, and you are able to get this drive going in the opposite direction for a few brief moments. You have control essentially of the gravity of this station, which does 2 interesting things. One, every single one of these 40, 50 Legion guys start rising and tumbling up into the air, which is fantastic, throwing all their attacks off. There's also been some strange rockets and grenades tossed right before then, so I don't know what's happening there. And 2, somewhere about 100 feet back to the west, there's some crazy foam action going on. I don't know what's happening.
It's taking shape.
Some janitor's going to be pissed. Wow, all these guys are tumbling magnificently. You may gain a DM inspiration die.
Yeah, you
Cool.
That's amazing.
Damn, kid.
I didn't even use
Augie's little, so I can shoot over the top of him without
Yeah, let's get you one of these.
getting. I can shoot over the top of August since he's right in front of me. I can shoot that guy.
No, he still provides some cover.
Okay. I'm gonna move.
South.
Yeah, I'm gonna just move just past him.
All right, he's still got decent cover from that wall.
Really?
Yeah.
He's like floating though.
That affects his chances to attack, not your chances to hit him.
God damn it.
There's a guy to the north.
You can also
I
surrender.
don't like that guy shooting at Catherine, so I'm gonna move just right there and fire at him.
All right, he's got some minor Catherine cover.
Yeah. 14.
Whizzes past Catherine's head and hits him.
13 points of damage.
He has 1 hit point left. You almost killed him straight out.
Now, I'm curious to this point now. He's been hit.
Yes.
Does inertia continue?
Yeah. And I'm going to move him. I just moved him 10 feet backwards. He tumbles backwards. What's happening? The gods have cursed us. That brings us to the top of the round. Albus.
Albus takes a swing at the guy right in front of him.
Okay. He's got his knife out. He missed. In return,
22 to hit with 10 damage.
10 damage to that guy is a big crunch. How do you hit him with that weapon?
Doing it like from the side, so he's gonna get batted south.
All right. Devin, you're up.
Devin will
Just like playing tennis with these
I know.
guys.
Devin swirls his hand for a second, sees that nothing appears, shrugs.
Is this thing
looks confused for a second, draws his pistol and fires at the guy with 1 hit point.
Can you draw a pistol and then do a finger pistol with the other one?
One of these will work.
Can't guarantee they'll hit, but one of them will work. And I fire 15.
15. Which guy are you striking? The guy close,
who-
yeah.
right here.
Yeah, the guy with 1 hit point, and I did 6 hit
All
points
right.
of damage
You
with
have
my pistol.
killed him. I'm not
Floating
going.
scorch mark.
I will not put a scorch mark down. The larger sectas go. There is a guy who's been sneakily going around on the south attacking Augie. He continues that trend, jukes over to the other side of the opening, and
Keeps juking.
No, he's going to take a shot and then juke. So he takes a shot at Augie. He's going to take 2 shots at Augie. And that is a 22. No.
Yeah, because he's.
It's a 22 and a 21, so he hits you with a 21. He's at disadvantage from shooting.
Ooh.
And he does not move. And he gets a second shot off, which is this guy is amazing. A critical hit or an 18. So he hits you with a 21 and an 18.
Those both hit.
He is just dead-eye. Gets you both. He does not move because of the crazy gravity as he's tumbling around. And Augie is hit for not a lot. 6 total points of piercing damage from both hits.
All right.
That could have been a lot worse. The other guy, this is the other Legion Secta. He is tumbling. He cannot move, and he so needs to move. He is going to shoot at Catherine. You have heavy cover with +5 to your armor class.
Goodness.
He is shooting disadvantaged with a 19.
Still hits.
Jeez. His second shot is a 13.
Does not hit.
You are hit with a 19. Do you have a lot of hit points left,
No,
do you?
I do. I healed myself.
Oh, he just did max damage of 7.
Oh,
Piercing.
I'm fine.
It's a lot, but
Boom. In return, Catherine, it is your turn.
Okay.
Oh, and since that guy in the bottom did so well and hit twice, I'm even just going to float him back 5 feet. The recoil of the weapon was severe.
All right. All right.
Oh, and by the way, sorry, let me interrupt real fast. There is also explosions and chaos and cries of pain from the Legion and from some of the prophets. Think of it like you're Bond in the 60s as the base is exploding and there's chaos all around you, but you're just dealing with a couple guys right in front of you.
Mm-hmm. Can I assume that he also would have +5 if I stay where I am to try to hit him?
No.
Oh.
He has no cover.
Okay, great. Then I'm going to say, but what about negotiations? And hit him with my heavy pistol.
Okay.
You named your gun?
Heck yeah, bud! This thing's awesome! Ooh, and 21 to hit.
That is awesome. That's a hit. What's your damage?
Well, 3 points.
Okay. Not so much for the heavy.
Just starting negotiations.
The smaller ones.
I'm gonna like move to like right here. Yeah.
Right there?
Like on the
Right there?
All right.
okay.
Catherine stomps with the metal boots, sticks to the floor. Next, back to Albus are the 2 smaller Legion Ledates with the shotguns. They are shooting as they tumble with disadvantage is a 17.
Nope.
The other one shoots with disadvantage, is a total of 20.
What?
I just rolled a 19, 17, 23, 20.
Yeah, just
What the heck?
what the heck, indeed.
That second one hit you then, right? 20?
20 hits.
All right, 20 hits. What's the range? He is within his bonus damage range, I'm afraid. The shotgun blast hits poor. Oh, hits poor Albus 47P for 12 points of piercing buckshot damage.
Stand by here.
He's still up, I think.
You hear 4 prophets cry out in pain.
No, he's got a couple left.
Oh,
Yeah, I have 3 points left.
Yep.
Ooh, that's not good. Hopefully you have some more heals.
Augie, you're up.
It's not a lot of health left for you. Oh. Well, that does change my direction a bit then. Mm-hmm. August needs to clod stomp because his magnetic boots don't really fit him fully. They're human size. He's got this.
He's in one, just hopping.
And I'm rounding the corner.
Would not be good.
Up 3, right 1. And I got a
You're running to the east, getting closer to Albus.
Getting closer to Albus. That works well.
30 feet away.
A little bit of internal suit hacking, and everybody except for Devin's suit environmental charges start going off, and people feel little pokes in their backsides. And I've extra hacked this. So extra juice. Here we go. What's that say?
That is a 4 over here.
And a 4 here. That is amazing. That is 10.
Ooh.
10 points of healing to you.
No, correction. That is not 10. That is 10.
Plus your
12,
wisdom modifier. Plus
13.
level.
13.
Wow.
13 here.
Whom? Everybody but Devin?
Everyone except Devin.
And does that include yourself, Augie?
No, everyone never
Oh,
includes
I
me.
Oh, okay.
I already erased it from
Sorry.
you.
All right. Albus, Catherine, and Olsh heal a lot. 13.
Which I think, yeah,
That's
Kolsch is
39 total health in one moment.
And that wipes that out. But
Kolsh, you feel some happy juice coursing through you.
Serious.
You're kind of deep in the middle of this drive control section.
Yeah, but I don't. I'm.
You also hear about 11 prophets far away go,
I'm gonna move to the corner right here and shoot that guy down south.
All right.
Who's been a pain in everybody's.
He has no cover against you right now.
That's what I was banking on. The total of 20
Is a hit.
but it's only 7 points of.
7 points to that guy. That's his first hit. It is Albus's
So I
turn.
just shoot him back a couple feet, maybe.
Albus comes up to the guy directly south of him, right there-ish, and takes a backhanded swing with the warhammer. Says,
Why don't you go play with your other friends?
How do you get southern?
I don't know.
he's been infected with a new protocol.
That last shot of healing did something. Hits for 18. Or hits with an 18.
18 hits.
It's only 4 points of damage.
4 points to that guy.
Mm-hmm.
He is alive and kicking, and unfortunately, he has been now knocked vertically out of your reach. Just FYI, next round you will not be able to attack him.
Is he like floating
He
too
is
far
just
above?
floating too far
Shoot, I was
above.
hoping to.
Is
I was hoping
he
not
going
to
5
lose
feet
his
further
friend.
and he's leaving your zone of influence?
No, he's going up and up and up.
It's like the bubble scene in Willy Wonka.
No, Devin, you're up.
Devin swirls his hand, is happy to see
Some magic return?
Yeah, magic return, and we'll cast a force bolt against the guy that's
The bigger secta over there?
Yeah. 12?
12
13.
on these guys. You hit. You hit him.
They're weak.
I'll do 6 points of damage.
6 points to that guy. He has only been lightly grazed before. He takes the force bolt in style and gets blasted 5 feet away.
And Devin will duck back another 5 feet.
He tries to shoot at Devin, but Devin disappears. Instead, he is going to shoot at Catherine. Catherine, you get a +5.
I'm hittable? Jeez.
Yeah, I think there's just enough that you can catch your... Well, I can check it if you're not sure.
Yeah, I think corner to corner.
Yeah, he can just get your corner. But you get +5 to your armor class. He's taking a shot, and he's at disadvantage. If you're going to get hit...
Yeah, you've been saying this the whole time.
This is the way to do it. Oh, no! Oh, no!
I hate you. Go away.
He rolled a natural 20 and a total of 23.
Oh, my God.
The disadvantage is a 23 to hit you.
That's what you've been doing. I don't believe
Okay. Well, you're not
Holy
critical.
moly.
You're not critical.
Yeah, thank God.
Jeez. You have been blasted for 7 points of piercing damage.
Fine. I was just healed.
God, I keep thinking you're taken down.
Why are you trying so hard to take me down, Tom?
Don't bring me down. The other Legion Secta. This is the one that just got blasted a bit further away by Kolsch. He is shooting at you, Kolsch. He is also a disadvantaged. Natural 20 and a 22 total.
Oh my
God.
I am stunned by these
I wish
rolls.
these were natural dice. I would walk over there.
Just toss them.
So fast.
Wow. The damage is 4, not bad. 4
Yeah.
piercing.
Easy peasy.
Catherine, you are up. Wow.
I'm
It's
going
Legion
to-
training.
I
at its
know.
best.
We just practiced 0G right before you got here.
Right?
Oh, I'm sorry.
And I'll still have cover here, right?
I mean, you could probably go right here and hit him.
That's true.
Or you can go to the west of that, the northwest corner of that
Right
column.
there.
Well, I want to stay where I can get a little bit more. So yeah, here is fine where I can hit him easy.
Just stepping a little bit closer to him, still behind
Yeah.
cover.
Yeah. And then I'm going to say, let's up these negotiations. Try to hit him with my pistol again. That's a 15 to hit.
He has a little bit of protection from those walls, but it's not enough.
And we'll see. That's 8 points of damage.
Huge 8 from a support character is nice. He is blasted and still surviving. When I get down, you're in so much trouble. He's still alive, but blasted further away. The smaller Ladate is who's been knocked up and away. Switches weapons to his shotgun and can blast without being affected by your crazy interruption. But he's still at disadvantage because he's tumbling.
But it's still a shotgun.
Yeah, firing at you, Albus. God. All right. Finally comes to an end, my rolls. He gets a 9 total to hit you.
No.
His other friend is going to do the same. He is 5, 10, 15. You're just within range for the double damage. He has rolled a 9 to hit you as well.
No.
Shots are blasted. You are missed, and it is Augie's turn. I love that they're moving away. Things just happen. It's so interesting.
Hi.
That is Catherine. That is that. That
We
is
still have 4 enemies on the board.
Kolsch.
Times.
Top 4 enemies on the board.
Do I hear Legion?
Judges are going to ask you to be more specific.
It's going to have to be a lesser hack into the environmentals. Same group of people, however, minus Kolsch, so I get included in this one.
All right,
Nice.
trying to heal some
Yeah,
more.
Good.
Yeah. So here we go, and it's just the one roll.
Jeez. You can just drop the die in the...
Drop it for me.
It's not a craps table.
Yeah, nice job. That
really.
is it's a 4-sided die. Is 5 points. 5
To
points.
whom?
To me, Catherine, and Albus.
All right.
Oh, thank you.
These points are getting
These
critical.
are really important, and I appreciate it.
Kolsch, who did not receive healing this round.
Yeah, so Kolsch has an idea. Mr. Stilton. God damn it. Mr. Stilton, what happened? How difficult are these controls to work?
There.
It's too late, Cole. She hit the buttons.
Okay, perfect.
What are you doing?
I want to drop these guys back down.
Oh, all right.
And slam them.
Make
Make an attack.
What was the engineering roll? 14 for you.
14 for me.
All right, there is a much easier button to bring down gravity and restore. It's only a 10 engineering. Do you have
Not
engineering?
computers? Not computers?
No, it's been engineering.
It's mechanics.
Mechanics, sorry.
Mechanics,
Okay.
yeah.
I do. Yeah. Fuck me.
Oh boy.
What did you roll?
Oh, a 1. A natural.
A natural
one.
1. All right, so Kolsch goes over and hits the big button, but it's the big red do not press button. And that button does some zapping across the entire floor and demagnetizes all of your boots. And now you have joined them, tumbling through the air.
Oh no, that's wrong one.
And it is Albus's turn.
Augie, get back there.
Albus, you have good news. You have tumbled slightly upwards towards the guy, and he is now in reach.
He's in reach.
Because the bad news is you can't move, and you don't have ranged weapons.
Well, I'm gonna take a swing at him. Hey,
He's trying to swim away from you.
Get back here.
18.
18's a hit.
10 damage.
10, he had 10 exactly.
Wow.
You crunch him. He is done.
His charm art goes in 2 different directions.
Devin, you are tumbling.
Okay, I will push off against the wall and, kind of pull myself along back to the north where I can get a shot.
All right,
off.
you end up there.
Okay, that's fine. And I will swirl my hand. A force bolt appears and toss it towards the
Secta,
The
Legion
secta?
Secta. Now you are upside down, tossing this bolt is 55, 60 feet away. Disadvantage. Good luck.
13.
13. He has no cover. You hit him.
Whoa.
Barely.
8 points of damage.
8 points of damage to that guy. I'm checking. He had 8 remaining. Wow. What a shot. Woo. His compatriot gets to do something. He's the one to the south that Kolsch has been battling. And he's like, now you know how it feels. And he blasts twice at Kolsch. Kolsch, what's your hit points? Just so he has some idea.
Oh, 21.
Oh, darn.
Yeah.
This is not going to go well for me. He shoots with disadvantage with a total of 20 as the lowest.
That's max.
And a total of 7 with the second shot. So the first shot hits.
Oh, not hit points, just
Yeah.
okay.
You've been hit for 6 points of piercing.
In total.
In total.
Okay.
He gets blasted and tumbles to the south a bit. Kolsch, you get blasted and tumble to the south. Catherine.
I'm gonna try to kick off this thing next to me, this column next to me.
Okay.
And try to get as close to Augie as possible.
Down there. You are
Yeah.
able to do so.
Yeah, that, yeah. Put me here, please. Otherwise, I'm just like, hey, hit me, please.
You end up there.
All right. Hit me, please.
Hey guys, we're flying.
And can I see any bad guys in my world?
You
can I hit
see-
one of those guys all the way out
You
there?
sure can.
So I got 250 at disadvantage. Does that put me at double disadvantage?
No such thing. You're just disadvantaged. You're good. And you were also holding on to Augie with the other arm. You're rescuing the rodent damsel in
Oh,
distress.
14.
14 disadvantage?
Yeah, I hit all
You
a 10 and a 17.
blast a guy away, saving a prophet from imminent doom, and the prophet turns to you
Ooh, I did 10 points
and
damage.
says, good shot, Leary, and it's Captain Valencia who you helped save.
I missed.
There is a smaller Legion Ledate next to Albus. Albus, you have no way to defend or attack because you're tumbling. He has a shotgun. He has been trying to kill you. And and ends up blowing off the left lower section of his own leg as he tumbles through the air. His leg kind of floated in and killed himself. He had 4 hit points remaining and destroyed himself. There is one target, so that means like 7 Legion in the main battle just shot themselves in the foot.
What are you idiots doing?
They just start shooting each other.
I believe it's Augie's turn at this point. There's one enemy left to the south.
Jeez, that seems impossible.
Maybe try to re-engage gravity.
I can try. No, re-engage gravity.
Yeah. I mean,
Or
we
at
only
least like get the magnets, get our asses back down.
I could try to
Undo
do
the
that.
shit that Kolsch just.
How
That is such a cool
difficult would
idea,
it be
though.
to
I
get back to the controls?
and then raise it
You
back
got to
up.
get to the other side of that panel there. So you can make an acrobatics roll,
I knew
please.
that was coming. Acrobatics roll.
Yep.
Is a 7.
7. You push off. It's perfect. You've lined it up great, but Catherine is still holding on to it and ruins it entirely. She has no idea what you were doing.
Swings you around.
Yeah, stay here. Yeah, and you can have an action still left to do something.
I'll be back.
Any action you want to do? Or are you good?
Any movement I can do to try and
Nope, you're moving.
re-grab my wall or anything
Can you
like
do a
that?
double move?
No, that'll be the. No, we'll say that's done for you then. Kolsch.
Okay.
I look at the computers. I look at my rifle. I look back at the computers. Shake my head at the computers. Raise my rifle and attack. I'm assuming
The computer.
No, that guy to the south.
Okay.
Assuming it's a disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
A 9.
9 is a miss. Should have gone for the computer, Albus. Oh, you got to move, Kolsch?
Yeah, I wanna like push off and get a little bit closer
To that guy heading south.
right here.
You start floating south.
Have I made any progress towards the controls?
Oh no, you made progress towards staying within Catherine's grasp.
Okay.
All right,
I got you, bud.
Albus. Albus, you are screwed in every sense. You're a melee guy tumbling in 0G 10 feet off the ground.
God help you if anyone gets within 5 feet.
It's like the Black Knight after he has like no legs left.
Yeah. You could throw your hammer in one direction.
Once.
I have a question about your hammer.
That's not a terrible.
Are you the only one that can use that hammer?
I'm not the only one that can use it.
Okay.
No. I'm going to.
It's not Thor's hammer.
Oh my god, you're gonna steal his
I
hammer.
wanted to make sure. No, I don't want to steal it, but in case,
Yeah.
you know.
I know.
I'm going
Who knows
to
what happens to him?
dismiss my weapon
What
of
if Kolsch
slink
happens to him?
Okay.
with my bonus action.
All right.
I'm going to
What are you doing?
use a second action to pull out my tactical pistol.
Okay.
And
That's it.
no, what's a bonus?
Well, you already used your bonus to dismiss the things. A bonus to draw.
Oh right, I don't get 2 actions.
Yeah.
Never mind.
All right.
So yeah, I've dismissed my.
Do you still have those rockets?
You could also throw
said
them.
I couldn't
and
carry
give you
them.
10
They're
movement
too big to
in
carry.
the direction of your
Oh
choice.
yeah, no, that would have.
That would have been the first attack.
Yeah.
You know
On
what?
the foam.
I will. I'm
Okay.
going to throw. I'm going to throw both my shield and my warhammer.
What?
Yep. Take back that everything I said. I'm going to throw my shield and warhammer.
And
this
Albus
way.
dies a beautiful death.
That way I kind of move that
All
direction.
right. You throw them and you end up tumbling the opposite direction back towards the
And
orbital drive.
You see this happen, and you see that as they get 10 feet away, they disintegrate and disappear.
Oh, okay.
Perfect. And then you draw out your pistol as you fall back, right?
No.
No. Devin, you're up.
Can I guess I'll use.
Devin's done. All right.
I will fire a force bolt to the north.
Okay.
So
try to-
creating momentum. So I'm traveling south.
All right. That is
We're all
done.
using Newton's laws now.
The last enemy is trying to at least take a profit down is shooting at Kolsch twice with disadvantage. 22 is the low roll.
Are you fucking for real?
And a 6 with the second one.
Well, the 22 obviously hits.
How many hit points do you have left?
He's got a lot.
A lot.
7 is what he max damage. 7 piercing. This guy has got your number. He just needs time to finish you. Catherine, you see shots being fired. There's a Navy in your arms that's desperately pulling, saying, "Let go!" It is your turn.
I'm like, shh, shh, shh.
Don't panic. Just receiving bites.
I'm gonna see Kolsch get wounded, and I'm gonna have to go toward him. So I'm gonna push off and try to get. I'm gonna let go of Augie, and I'm gonna push off and get as far as I can in that direction.
It is too late. You drag Augie a little bit.
Okay, great. That's where he wants to go.
That's where you end up.
And then I would probably hit Albus, right? If I tried to aim.
You can make
that
a
way.
roll. There's some verticality options there.
What? Hit?
Hi.
She's gonna.
I'm just trying to shoot at these
Make a roll.
guys out here.
Disadvantaged. Shooting
Yeah.
back into the fray.
Yeah.
Past me.
Hopefully.
Uh-huh.
All right. Cause wait, is that guy? That guy's more than 60.
It's just into a
right?
fray roll. Just make the roll. It's not specific.
Okay, 15.
15. Roll the damage, please.
It's 7.
7. You wound a guy and finish that guy off, and you save a blocky, strong, gray-haired prophet named Outen you have met before.
Aw, buddy.
He's completely oblivious to it and just locked in a blade-on-blade fight, but there's another dude behind him you just splattered, so you saved him for sure. It is August's turn. You've moved, which is good. However, Catherine is still very close. You don't know what she's going to be doing.
Am I orbiting her? I'm just... Can I use my underfoot to get under her and throw?
Well, no, but you have a wall right next to you can use.
I will do that, but I need to get within reach of Kolsch.
I'm also going that direction.
Push off.
Okay, then I'll head towards the controls then.
Are you going to the controls or to Kolsch?
To the controls.
Make an acrobatics roll. You push off from the wall. You're right next to the machine.
This is the moment.
I think this is it. Here we go. I don't even need it still. A 20.
20.
Natural total.
You push off, you grab onto some railing, piping type section. You whip around the controls. You are now upside down facing the computer screen. You see the button that Kolsch needed to have pressed. You still need to pull off some engineering because he's messed it up a little bit. And I believe the roll was a 10?
Yep.
10 mechanics engineering roll, please.
Let's see what you got.
Here we go.
Is that where you need your inspiration for?
Yeah, that's where I need it. That's where I need it. Can I use both of these?
You can. They're two separate sources. But you can't use the DM. You have to use DM when you make the roll.
Oh, when I'm
Yeah.
okay. So just
mine.
here. That is just shy at 9.
9. You reach out, your hands extended, you press the button, but the little app doesn't register that thumbed location. You had to get a little closer, and nothing happens. Kolsch, so close.
I'm gonna shoot at this asshole again.
All right.
Thank you. 19.
19 hits.
For 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. He has been hit. He is still alive and hurting. There's blood kind of dripping out in cool gravity blobs. Albus.
Albus.
I moved back. Okay, yeah, that works.
Albus uses his bonus action to recall a weapons link with the energy hammer.
Okay.
And then throws it again out towards the east.
All right.
And as it gets 10 feet away, you see it disintegrates and
You're moving further west towards your friends,
Yeah.
slowly but surely.
coming.
Devin, you're doing a similar thing? We'll move you down
Doing
here.
a video game cheat where you just throw them.
Kolsch, your enemy is determined to kill you. He's rolling well again. 2 shots. Lowest was a 20.
Wow.
And disadvantage 10 on the second shot.
Oh, hey, he hits again.
Man,
Jeez.
I love this dude.
Max
Damage again. 7
left.
piercing. He doesn't say anything. He just looks at you
1
through the
point
scope of his little rifle.
Bring it!
Catherine, would you like to bring it? What are you doing?
I am going to grab on that thing next to me, crawl myself, and then shove myself toward Kolsch.
Okay, you are right next to him. You slam into him like you did Augie and hold on to him
Do
tight.
1 point of damage.
I'm gonna and I'm gonna say not today, and I am going to, at second level, give him a field remedy.
Ooh,
The
biggest heal she's ever done.
So let's see, that's 8, 9, 10, 13 points.
big heal from Catherine. Augie, you are up.
Thank you, boss.
Don't call me that.
That came way too fast. Alrighty.
You want to press the button again? Do something different?
Think I'm going to do something different.
Go for it. You got 5 seconds.
There's a little tweet behind you, and then a blast that goes out and fires out towards this guy down here.
The electrical shock thing?
No, the laser blast.
The big laser blast.
Yes.
Have we ever seen this one before?
I may have.
All right, a big attack. He's got +2 due to your buddies tumbling around in front of him.
I'll miss.
And you would also be a disadvantage.
That would be for. Oh, okay.
Yep.
No,
He was-
roll that too.
It's too hard. You're tumbling. A big technique is blasted, but it's not good enough.
Not good enough.
Kolsch, you've been healed.
Yeah, I raise my rifle again.
Go for it.
How much was your heal?
13.
Albus, are you tossing your stuff again? Albie?
15.
15?
Yes, sir.
Hits.
15 points of damage for Max.
Wow. You blast the guy away, and
Middle finger while you do it.
he becomes gore that is just slowly tumbling, a leg tumbling 30, 40, 50 feet ahead over here, a torso section over there, which means there's 5 or 6 of those guys just erupting in the battle representatively. You, Augie, you are able to hit the button and bring the gravity and fire off the drive and bring gravity back to normal. Do you want to do it naturally-ish, bring it gentle so everyone just kind of arrives, or do you want it to be just instant?
How many prophets are closer to the ground?
There's chaos. There's gore everywhere flying. You got to make the call.
I think I'm going to have to do it gradually.
Okay.
Take it.
You do it gradually, and all of everyone involved in the battle falls gently to the ground rises up to you, and it is a horrific nightmare of gore and goo and dead people just kind of just all settling down to the ground. However, the battle has come to an end. None of the prophets of the group were killed because none of you were taken down.
Wow.
Several of them have been hurt. Several of them have been badly hurt, but none of them have been taken out. There are a total carnage of bodies everywhere of the Legion. They lie scattered. There are a few that have been taken prisoner. And Captain Valencia comes up with a couple of the other prophets at his back and stomps over to your group, who are all collecting yourselves from the carnage. Good job, prophets. Well done.
Thank you, Captain.
We're glad you could come here to our aid.
I was flying.
Was that your first time doing that?
No, I was in space earlier.
What's the situation?
I think there's more of them around the rest of the station, and I know there's some people who have been kept captive in the cafeteria. I think Augie can tell you how to get there.
And we have a foam room.
And the
It's true.
in the engineering department,
We just hear this whoosh.
I believe the generators have been set to destruct the facility within a couple hours.
This is there is an overload. It can be stopped, but I need more individuals.
He says, all right. He looks at your group and says, take a rest here. We'll clear out the rest of the station. He pats Kolsch on the shoulder as he goes by in a rare sign of congratulations and says, good work. And him and 7 prophets go storming off to the west, the ones that are in the best of shape, and you guys collapse on the ground, absolutely exhausted, and we will stop there for tonight. And episode 9 comes to a close, wrapping up back-to-back-to-back battles, one after the other. Our heroes leveled up several episodes ago, but only now did they get to finally flex their newfound abilities. And it was great to see Albus 47P show his strengths as well. Thank you to Tim, Christopher, Seth, Jillian, and Chris. Thank you, listeners, for downloading the show, coming along on these adventures of ours, and for all your supportive posts. We really do appreciate it. If you've been enjoying the show, consider supporting us on Patreon. There's some great bonus content on there, including full episodes and a ton of extra content. Check out patreon.com/ingloriousbards. What was the meaning behind the Legion attack? What was so important about that stone? And what mission will the heroes tackle next? Until next time.